energy around me. You coming into my stream while I'm watching videos to talk about whether or not I got sniped yesterday. And then getting banned and then donating, trying to say some more dumb shit. He apologized and I still banned him because we are not doing this. Like, that is just not a guy I would even want near me. If I saw that piece of shit next to me, you know what I'd do? I'd go into his face. I'd go, what the fuck are you gonna do about it, dude? What are you gonna do? I promise you, I love the feeling of having nothing to lose. Take me back.
Wow, you're so cool, Aaron Travis. Shut up, you retard. You don't work, you sit on your couch and play Fortnite and make money and complain.
Dude, is this an earphone? Is this an earbud, dude? My earbud? Yo, the tech with the sub gift. Point Crow the 200 bits. I appreciate you. What's up, Melissa? How you doing? Carl's staying fucking banned. I said, if there's ever another world war and Germany somehow wins the World War III, then I'll unban Carl. Until then, Carl is staying fucking banned. Motherfuck that. I'm not trying to be a dick, though. Like, how do they teach that period in Germany, though? Like, bro, like, what? Like, okay, so you go to 5th grade, but now you're not an American. You're on the losing side of it, and you have to go ahead and explain it how. Like, what do you say? Yeah, sorry, we were really, really bad. How do you open that up, dude? How? Wait, I'm not even trying to be a dick. Is anybody in Germany that can actually tell me how that works? I'm saying, like, how do you teach that? Like, what? You're not getting my noti? Do I know anything about American history? I just said in Germany, bro. I just said, how do they teach it in Germany? Do I know anything more about American history than you? That would be you implying you know more about American history than me. But you don't. What's saying you do?
Love you, dude.
What up, Stinky Beef? What's up, Carissa? How you doing? How come motherfuckers cannot have a GED and then they come in here and they fucking Einstein? How does a motherfucker that dropped out of high school now come into the Action Man chat with more geographical knowledge than Christopher Columbus? How do they? I'm saying how. What is making them think that they're a credible American history source? How weird is that?
And I'm serious, Aaron. Why do you have any right to complain
right,
about
Carissa,
what you do? You are living the dream, right?
And here's what I say.
Or am I?
All right, I'm done with that. And Carissa, here's what I'm saying. Carissa has the degree, but you notice how Carissa isn't the one talking about her knowledge of American history? It's always the guys that just fucking don't have any idea what's going on, that type the most outrageous shit. So let's go ahead and hear this. Hood VODs? Yeah, we will. One sec. I want to watch this video. Like, if Carissa wanted to ask me if I know anything about American history, due to her having a degree in it, I'd be more inclined to believe her. But now we have this guy who's not responding. One sec, my bad. What up, Anthony J? What up, Wacky Beast? It's like, this is how we talk to each other here. Like, come on, dude. Do I know anything about American history? That's not even what I said. I stated, in Germany, how do they teach World War II? because they were the problem. I'm just saying, so like, what do they, I'm saying like, how do you teach it in a way where it's like, you were the bad guys and you fucking lost? And I'm not trying to like sound like a dick. I'm just saying I was watching a lot of horrible documentaries about World War II yesterday, and that was a crazy time period. And those were some horribly evil people. And I'm just wondering, how do you teach? I'm saying like the same way when they talk about teaching slavery. The thing with slavery, as wrong as it is, it's just like, that was in America though. Does that make any sense? It happened here. So it's kind of like we were fighting ourselves where it's still fucked up. I'm saying like, the whole World War II thing is just like, that shit just like don't get it twisted. Slavery and shit should never happen either. But that was in America and like concentrated to America. We're talking about a fucking world war on a scale. Like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, watch those documentaries. Like, it's just shocking, dude. Slavery was global. Yeah, okay, you're right. It was bad, but I'm saying like when you like, I remember hearing like getting taught about slavery and you're like, damn, this is fucked up. And like, but then like there is like when you're teaching it, the teachers can like explain it in a way where it's like softens the blow maybe. Right? Does that make any sense? Where it's like World War II, I don't know how you'd be a teacher and soften that blow. Like about what happened, like no, it is glossed over a lot, but I'm saying like if I'm a teacher and I have to teach slavery, it's just easier to teach because like you can point to like the points of where and why, and it's not okay at all, and it's bullshit, but it's like it'd be easier to teach in America or somewhere. I'm saying somewhere else because like whatever, but I'm saying like teaching World War II in Germany. How would you do that? Shit's gone and done. I mean, dude, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have watched those documentaries, bro. That shit was intense as fuck, dude. Like, I don't know. It's easier to teach slavery. I'm saying, I would say it's easier to teach an 8th grade class in America about slavery than World War II. I would say it's easier to teach slavery in America than talk about World War II in Germany, was what I was trying to say. As a teacher, from a teacher's perspective, I'm saying like you got a bunch of 8th graders sitting down. I'm saying picture this, you got a bunch of 8th graders sitting down. You're in Germany. Like, okay, so let's go. Let's go to chapter 1. Like, and it's just literally just talking about Adolf Hitler being an absolute psychopath. Like, I'm saying like, just go. I'm saying like, there's just nothing to really say. Not that there's anything to say with slavery. There's not. Like, there's not. So, I mean, maybe I'm not saying this right, but I'm saying like, if you're teaching that, you can like talk about it like, damn. And then you're just like, if it has this like, I can't explain it, but like, I'm trying to picture what you would say if you're in Germany and you're in that class and you don't really know what happened. Like, I'm saying in 2023, you're 13 years old, you're in Germany. They hand you a history book. I'm saying, have you guys, I'm saying, now, before you guys come to your conclusions, have you guys watched some of the documentaries of this World War II shit? I'm saying, have you guys actually seen some of the documentaries? Have you seen some of the footage they have and some of the things? Like, dude, no one cares. What a weirdo to say that. Like, dude, you're making it sound like we're going to talk about this all stream. You know it's my little intro here. You know we're not going to. To say no one cares in the commission of talking about slavery in World War II has got to be the goddamn most ignorant fucking thing I've ever heard anybody say about anything ever. That could be it. Give Benzo an hour timeout. We'll see you in an hour, Benzo. You know I like you, man, but just not reading the room. Zero room reading skills here. Kinda rude. Kinda rude. What, bro? To talk about slavery in World War II in an educational forum matter, and for you to say who cares is so disrespectful to like everyone. Like, you literally offended every person ever with that line of dialogue right there. Bro, how can you, like, you guys know we're going to get the troll. We've been live 10 minutes. You know the kind of stream that I got set up for y'all. You know, like, we're not going to sit here and talk about this all fucking stream. But to hear me be in the moment and to instinctively say, who cares? No, I've known about World War II, but I'll keep it a buck. It's been a while since I've watched the documentary, and yeah, dude, I was fucking shocked. I watched them yesterday. I watched some today. It was very hard for me to watch. It was very hard to comprehend the scale of what he was doing. And I'm saying, if I'm in Germany, I'm trying to picture being in 8th grade. Because you know how you get the speech in 8th grade about the Holocaust, World War II, slavery, right around the same time, right? In Germany, you get handed a textbook about World War II. I'm picturing, what the fuck does the teacher say? I would love to be, dude, bro, that would be a great piece of content. Me being Jewish or half Jewish, going to a German 8th grade class and listening to them teach World War II history. Because I just feel like there's no way that. Join Discord. All right. By the way, guys, one of Scoob's mods turned on him yesterday. Wait, Bames, did I tell you? One of Scoob's mods turned on him yesterday. Bames, what up?
Hello.
Stop, bro. I know it's you, pussy.
Yo, dickhead, why you keep complaining, bro?
I'm not complaining. No, we're just talking.
Dude, like, can you just calm the fuck down?
I am calm right now. What the fuck? Were
You're 16 minutes in, bro. You just went live.
Right. What, are you baiting me right now? What's happening?
Where's the good vibes? Why can't we just have fun? Like,
we are having fun. What? We are. What do you? How is it? How is World War II? I was watching a World War II documentary before I went live.
Why can't we just have a good time, man?
We are having a good time. Why can't I talk about a war? You're baiting me.
You and everybody else feel miserable as shit for what, man?
Baiting me. All right. Okay. Revia, thanks for the 4 months. Stinky Beef, thanks for the sub gift. Booger, thanks for the follow. Stinky Beef, the tech. I'll replay your dono in a sec. Wait, guys. Would that not be funny content? Say that I'm a YouTuber, TikToker, and I want to sit down. So you're telling me in Germany, they teach, like, is there evidence that they teach it how they teach it in America, word for word, verbatim? I don't know about that, man. I just feel like there's no way they're going to go ahead and take a dive into the mind of Adolf Hitler into the 40s and really say how it is. That's what I'm saying, bro. They teach it more seriously. They really do. Do they? Wait, Bames, be serious here. Do you know anything? Oh, yeah. Why am I interested in this right now?
Interested in what?
The whole World War II concept. Do they teach the same thing in Germany? Yes or no? Like, if, like I'm saying, like, is it taught the? I'm saying, how could they?
Of course not. No, in every country, shit's taught differently. What? It's all fucking bias. What do you mean?
But what do you mean it's bias? It's not bias. These are factual things that happened.
Everything gets taught
like,
differently.
Bro, you don't understand. I'm saying I was seeing German. The testimony was German soldiers, American soldiers. This documentary had French soldiers, British soldiers.
You don't are told school's biased.
But I'm saying, dude, these are guys that are 90, 100 years old on their deathbeds telling this tale. And dude, they're just not making it up. You can see their eyes start to cry when they think about it. I'm just straight up saying, like, there's no way in Germany they're telling what actually happened, what that guy did. I'm saying cap. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Do you think so?
I'm just zoning out right now. Not gonna lie, I'm like 35 hours no sleep.
Are you really?
Dude, I don't go to sleep, bro.
Bro, do you know how unhealthy that is, though?
Yeah.
That's just gonna literally shave years off your life. You need to go to a doctor. I'm not even trolling you. You have to go to a doctor. That shit's gonna fuck you up mentally too. It's gonna actually fuck up your mental. No, you don't understand. You're gonna be a schizo. Go look at side effects of insomniacs. You're gonna be a schizo, literally.
So I'm gonna turn to you.
Worse. Wait, yo, chat, am I bugging for thinking about this? Is it one of those things like, why bother? It's in the past. Who gives a shit? Like, is that the mentality I should have? Like, I guess I could, but I'm saying, like, I was watching it and I'm thinking, the whole time I'm thinking, how do they teach this in Germany? Like, cause I'm seeing their testimony. How would you see, like to be on the losing side of that when you started it? How do you tell that tale?
So that's what you've been doing on your free time, just watching all that shit?
Yeah, that's what I did today. Yeah. Shit kind of like fucked me up a little bit. No cap. It did.
I mean, yeah, that shit's insane. Like,
That shit's insane. That's what I'm saying. That shit's insane. Yeah. Like, dude, do you know some of the footage they have? Like, how did they, like, they recolored it, they re-ed, like, dude, it's crazy, bro. That shit's the craziest time period ever. That'll never happen again. That's the craziest thing that ever happened. And then the end of the war, they bombed Japan. We bombed Japan twice. The first atomic bomb, they didn't fucking surrender. We had to bomb them again. What a war. I'm saying, you guys get that shit? I'm saying you're right. Like, I'm saying, like, I learned a lot about it when I was in 8th grade. And to see about it again, like, it was a crazy fucking time. Imagine living in that time zone, that time frame. Like, dude, you don't understand. People thought the world was gonna end, dude. You were just watching Band of Brothers? What's up, Makeout Hill? Dude, Makeout Hill, we were supposed to play, dude. Bro, if you can't understand it, it'll repeat. Dude, bro, I'm saying I can't show it on stream, dude. But Babes, can you link in the chat the history YouTube video?
I don't know. What video is it?
It's the history. I can't show it on stream. There's TOS. It's the National Geographic History. It's like 3 hours.
Why would I link that then, dick?
We can't link it if it's TOS?
I don't know. If you can't show it, why would I link it? You know what I mean?
Because this is World War II. Because it's the exception.
If it's a popular video, they could just, you know what I mean?
Right, true. Yeah, just best World War II documentary pops up. It's like 3 hours. Bro, that shit fucked me up, bro. I should not have been watching that shit before I went live. Bro, that shit was not okay. That shit was just like, why, bro? It all could have been avoided. He was fucking crazy. Like the video has like German testimony. The video has testimony from German soldiers how he was so crazy. Right before Germany finally surrendered, he was having like 15-year-olds try to shoot American soldiers in the streets. Like, he was just the worst, bro. It was so hard to watch. It was like, and like the one American guy was telling the story how like some German guy walked up to him and tried to stab him, and the American soldier stabbed the kid in the arm and then pinned him down, and the kid goes, "Mommy, mommy," and he went to go cry for his mom, and then the American soldier put the knife right to his fucking eye and then said, "Act like I'm stabbing you." And then the guy started shaking while fucking talking about it. And I'm saying, bro, like, dude, like, yeah, dude, that shit went down. That shit really went, I'm saying, like, that shit went down, dude. That shit, and I'm saying, like, so the people that are saying the Holocaust never happened and shit like that is unacceptable to me. I'm not saying this is the most appropriate time to have this conversation or have this forum, but I'm saying it's very, very shocking. Because that war was unlike any other war. It was very, very shocking to me, and I didn't know, I just didn't know some of the details that happened in it. I knew it, but when you see the details and you see it on your screen, it just fucking hit me different. My bad. I'll drop it. My fault. I didn't mean to kill energy. I was just saying that shit, like, what do I say?
It's not killing energy. It happened, you know what I mean?
Dude, it was terrible, bro. That shit it was terrible. That shit was just terrible, bro. The whole war, I'm saying, like what? Like, dude, those guys that went over there, bro, like, and fought over there, like, are you kidding me? I'm saying, dude, can you get that? I don't even think that shit should have been made into a video game. Like, the whole time watching it, I'm like, this shouldn't be a game. We should never have made the storming of a beach. That should never have been made into a game. They weren't forced. Them dudes were I'm saying they were the bravery to get off that boat, to go on that beach. I'm saying it's not even comparable. There's nothing comparable to that. It just, period. All right, my bad, dude. I'm done with it. There's nothing to say. There's nothing like to say or really do about it. I'm done with it. I shouldn't have watched that shit before I went live, bro. That was my bad. Really? Dude, I shouldn't have watched that shit before I went live, bro. That's my fault, bro. That's my bad. My bad. Straight up. Like, I'm not even, dude, I'm just saying, like, bro, that shit's crazy, bro. I'm trying to picture me doing that, bro. I never would have been able to do it. I would have been one of the dudes that went AWOL. I know I would have, man. I never would have done it. I never would have done that shit. I know I would have been one of the dudes that went AWOL. Okay. White man discovers World War II for the first time. No, dude. I knew it existed. I'm saying, bro, like, it was just very hard to watch and hard to grasp. Like, what was that? It's just hard. It was hard to grasp, like, what was really happening. Because they literally, like, if they didn't do that, I couldn't stream the day. I am sober. I'm not drunk at all. I shouldn't have watched that shit. I should have been watching all that shit for all those hours. It was too much. I was just stuck in my room. That was my bad. My fault. I should have been watching all that shit for all those hours. All right. My bad, guys, for going on this World War II rant to start the stream. I apologize about that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, I wasn't trying to, like, start up the stream with a World War II vibe. That wasn't what I was trying to do. All right. All right. What's up, Nebula? When you were drawing and cried everything. All right, we're good, dude. We're good. I'm chilling, bro. We're good, dude. My fault about that shit, dude. All right. Really, SO? All right. I would have shot myself in the foot or something, dude. I never would have went over. I would have found a way to not get off that boat. And I'm thinking, if everybody would have been like me, we might not have freedom and shit, dude. I swear to God, I thought about that shit, and I can't let it go, dude. Because if it was up to me, I never would have gotten off that shit, man. How did they do it, man? How did they get off that boat and do that shit? I'm sorry, man. I'm just saying it, dude. I would have lost us the war if I was involved, man. Fuck. I never would have got off. Dude, those guys are just different, man. Dude, it's not like joining the Marines the day, going to some shithole country that you're gonna annihilate right away. That's not like today. Not saying those guys aren't extremely brave. They absolutely are. They're absolutely braver than me. But it's not the same with we're just wiping over guys that are living in sand huts. That's not D-Day. That's not fighting in fucking bush trenches of fucking skilled opponents. It's not the same thing, man. Lack of technology, lack of medical care, it's not the same thing. It's not. I'm saying the guys today are just as brave. No, they're just as brave as the guys in the 40s, but I'm saying the circumstances were just, I'm saying like it was like a guaranteed death sentence, basically. Where today, if you join the Marines, there's a pretty good shot you come back. There's a chance you don't, but it's pretty decent shot if there's a war, you'll come back, statistically. The fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Alright, I'm dropping this shit. Dude, that's my fault. I was watching that shit all day, dude. It's my fault. That was my fault for doing that shit. I'm literally admitting it was my fault for doing it. I should not have been doing it. I should not have been watching the Schindler's List shit. Sorry for that shit. Sorry for that 2022. Oh, you good, man? I don't even know what we talking about, man. Man, you good, bro. What? You just gifted 58 subs? Bro, you good, dog? Holy shit. Bro, apology accepted, bro. Whoa, dude. All right, let me get high, dude. Yo, bro, my man with the 58 gifted subs. Jeff with the 37 months. Stinky with the follow. Swerving with the follow. All right, my bad, dude. Wait, that's Uncle Sketch? Yo, is that you, man? Hey, bro, dude, apology accepted, man. Apology accepted. Motherfucker working to get that VIP back. I see you, bro. Yo, Uncle Sketch, man. I appreciate that, man. Why can I not let this go? Dude, I'm sorry. I should not have watched. I was watching Schindler's List. I was watching all this fucking shit, dude. It was fucked up, dude. It was so fucked up. All right. Okay, I gotta drop this shit, dude. My fault, dude. My fault about this shit. I need to take a day. I know. I do. I said that as well. I said that, but that's part of the stream, is that you're going to get the real version of me 24/7, no matter what. That's part of the stream. I know it's very, very bizarre. I know it's not. I know it is. I understand. It's very, very off-putting, and it's unnecessary. Unban Benzo, Mackie. You can unban Benzo. Come on, Benzo. Read the room, dude. I like Benzo, too. That's why that one bothered me. All right. You know, yeah, I know. I did. I timed him out for an hour. You can untime him out. I know. I need some hood vlogs and positivity. I know. All right. Okay. My bad. All right, we're moving on here. It's going to be a good stream. Kenjo, FX, Ezra, LOL, AP Slays, Swervin, Stinky 309, Chill Dude Snow with the raid, Jim All In with the sub gift, Poopy Mudflap, Tech 200 bits, the Tech again. I'll play your bitch here in a sec, dude. One sec. What up, No Sinks? Watch World War II shit? I can't. There's TOS. Dude, Hog, or Bames and what? Hog, if you want to literally find PG-13 World War II documentaries that I can show on stream that don't show any bodies. What up, little guy? What's up, dude? What up, Sensei? If you want to go show it, you have to. I'm going to put a title on, not for kids, though. I'm just going to put 18 plus in my title for that. If you can find one that doesn't show any blood or dead bodies, then I can put it on. I can't show any blood, any dead bodies. All right. What up, Tony? You'll try, maybe? No, Hog is going to go ahead and try to find it. You're going to have to watch the whole thing through and through. informational cartoon versions. Call you down? My bad, dude. My fault, guys. My bad, dude. I know y'all didn't come in here for that shit. Have I cleaned my place as the last Insta post? Yeah. And I'm cleaning it again tomorrow. Jamie does not like messes. But I'm from the trap, man. But I'm from the trap, dude. But I'm from the trap, bro. I was in a clean house and I cried my eyes out because it was so clean. I said, I can't handle this. I have to be around carnage and chaos. I can't even handle a clean room. It's not even in my psyche to handle it. I was in Cancun. I saw the floor clean. I threw some shit out. I fucking threw that shit on the ground from my desk because I have to be around carnage, man. And I know it's not normal. And I feel bad for everyone that has to deal with it. And I'm sorry I'm fucked up. I know it's insane, man. I know. I got PTSD? You think so? I probably do. I spent so many hours in crack houses. It's just a weird room. Looks weird. A clean room is weird to me, man. I can't be around a clean house, man. I don't like it, dude. I like somewhat clean, but I can't be around it too long because I feel like I'm not there. I'm not where I need to be. Anytime somebody said, you got your act together, you cleaned your house up, I would start to cry. Lazy. I'm lazy, but I like it a little bit. All right, we learned a lot here tonight. I've been trying to hit this dab for an hour, man. I haven't been able to hit it. I'm not a little lazy, man. I'm extremely lazy. Where I put it is where it lies. Pick it up, put it down. There it goes. There it stays. It's bad.
I hope you're well, bro. I love you to death. Stay up, bro. You got so many people that love you now.
You're right, bro.
You are the glow up to us.
I appreciate that, Excel. You're right. I'm not even upset, to be honest. I don't even really know where a lot of this is coming from, to be honest. All right.
It's all good, main. We here now, main on GD, main. All that shit in the past, bray. We up right now, main. We all gone eat bray on GD, main.
Thank you, Wyatt, for the 60 gifted, bro.
Play some music, homie.
I'm good. I'm good. Awesome with the follow, Red with the follow. All right. All right. My bad about that opener.
I've been using the word delusion.
Oh, this guy.
YNW Melly has been in jail for the last 1,438 days. For 4 years, the world has been wondering if the rapper is in fact guilty of premeditated murder.
This is the guy I
with
wanted
the
to
victims
watch.
being his two best friends that he has known since elementary school. As of right now, the death penalty is a potential fate for him. But just before he got arrested, he released his collaboration with Kanye West that skyrocketed his fame. He had multiple songs generating millions of views and streams, and was on his way to being the next SoundCloud superstar. When the news broke that he was being investigated, people started to scrutinize him. His lyrics were shockingly descriptive.
I didn't mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice. His body dropped down on the floor, and he got teardrops in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him it's too late, my friend. It's time to say goodbye. And he died in my arms, blood all on my shirt.
Interviews may have had clues that could tie him to this crime. His life in jail for the past 4 years has been rough, where he's being subject to inhumane treatment and borderline torture from the jail guards.
Dude, if you murder your friends in this kind of fucking way, do you think that I give a shit about what your level of happiness is in jail? I'm saying, like, do you get how horrible of a crime this shit is? Are you grasping the level of brutality this crime is? Like, what? All right, just ban that guy. Was he already banned? Why do I recognize this guy's name? Oh, he banned him yesterday, that's why. And you came back today with the same hat and the same mentality to be miserable again. Dude, how are some of these guys real, man? You gotta have the worst life ever, man. Like, what? He didn't do it? Oh, you're right, man. He's for sure innocent.
As of today, YNW Melly is not guilty, but since we have not heard his defense yet, it's hard to imagine his innocence.
Watch the Kai Dates
Jamel
20.
Demon.
Dude, I can't watch any of that shit.
Yes, that's his real name.
Like, I know when it comes to watching any of that, it's just my age. Like, none of it falls on my brain. Like, I mean, it's like telling me to watch a documentary. It's like telling me to, like, learn Mandarin Chinese. My level of interest in it is so little, I can't explain it to you any other way. My mentality is, how does anybody watch it, is what's going through my head. But then I realize it's my age. They're 20, 19, 22. I'm 33. I'm literally a different lifetime away. So it's just not connecting with me.
Was born to mother Jamie
But I appreciate
Demons
you,
King when she was just 14
but
years
I
old.
fuck with you, though,
The teenager
Excel.
and
You're
her
my
mother
boy.
raised the boy at the Orange.
But Excel, you my guy, and I fuck with you, bro. You heavy, you like my boy for real, though. Just know that.
Park Apartments in Gifford, Florida. In kindergarten, Jamel met his first friend, Christopher Thomas.
No,
who
Excel,
we
you
now
my
know
guy
as
for real.
YNW Jr.
Pavilion,
So
thank you for
then
the
when I walked
resub,
in
man. You have to
kindergarten
refresh the
room, I see him,
page.
then he just started smiling and dancing, so it just made me happy. Now I want to be here.
Since his mother was so young, they moved around to various projects up and down eastern Florida. He still doesn't know who his father is. Jamie says her
What's the deal with Scoobs? Oh, yeah, one of Scoobs' mods turned on him yesterday. His mod turned on him for scamming his viewers in the stream. He scanned a bunch of giveaways yesterday and didn't pay his mod or something like that, and the guy DM'd me to ask him if it was true. No way, dude, yeah. Wait. Here, let's read it really fast. You want to see the messages? Actually, man, I was doing a 22-hour stream for my birthday, and I said retarded and retarded 3 times. I got indefinitely suspended. Is there anything you could do to inform me on the process? Well, let me first tell this guy, saying, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? Saying the word retard isn't TOS. You did something else. Well, he's gonna hate that piece of news. Retard. All right, one sec. All right, so let's read the conversation that I had with this guy, and I was pretty high and out of it when I had it. Okay, he goes, yo, does Miss Scoob still owe you money? Yes, bro. So I was a mod of his until yesterday when I got sick of him breaking promises and lying. Just wanted to hear your side of it. Because the guy is a pathological liar and will say anything to get money or boost his channel. I said, bro, he army crawled into my room and stole $5K from me and $11K. It was my fault for having a dumb password, but he's literally the worst. Get out and get away, LOL. How did he steal it? Like through Exodus or Stake? I said through Stake. I had a dumb password, he guessed it. Then used my 2FA. Sorry, man. Did he tip himself and cash out to his own wallet? Tipped himself, I know. Because that's pretty easy to prove if he cashed into his own wallet. It was a different wallet that he had. Yeah, but you have a pretty good following and some people, and some pretty well-known people. A tweet about it could go a long way. I am going to tweet, I just haven't yet. That's what he does. Bro, I bring it up on stream daily. Yeah, but he just bans people that call him out and told mods to just push it under the rug. Bro, you can do more damage than me. You're his mod. He says, was. You know he's an asshole. I said, ah, dang. I called him out yesterday in his DMs. I said, LOL. He said he freaked out. Capital LOL. Banned me from his server and all. Because he tweeted out that he was giving away $1,200 to depositors and $400 to mods. He gave away $300. None to mods. And I lost most on his code. Was down like $1,200 on his shit. And that's how he built his whole career, being a snake. He made $20,000, so-and-so. I mean, it's all good if you don't want to take it to the public. He wants me to go to the public about it. And that's about it. I mean, there's more, but shit. What's up, Fruit Rat? Why does it? It just really doesn't. It's the principle, dude. It's him coming in the chat to sneak
Son
this.
was a great kid, quiet, smiley, loved to sing and dance. But Melly admits he had a dark side to him, one that he discovered when he was just 9 years old.
He had a little couch with a whole bunch of toys and shit under it. And like I seen a toy gun. I was just playing with that bitch. Like, pew, pew.
Then Melly discovers his uncle's real gun.
When I rolled, I hit my head under the couch. When I hit my head under the couch, I stayed up for a little bit.
Slap Daddy 17 months. What's up, baby?
22 revolver, real gun. I'm a kid though, so I just walk out the house and I shot that bitch. And I couldn't hear I'm dead for like a week.
I'm going to Death Forest.
You know, like, damn, it's a real gun, you know what I'm saying? If you up that bitch at a nigga and bust his ass, that's his soul in there. Like, it's death in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is up this motherfucker in your ass, just you disappear, bitch. Real shit, bro. I like how them bitches look, for real. I'm in love with them bitches.
Before Melly was 10
Why?
years old, he was infatuated with the power of having a weapon. In 7th grade, he brought a very large knife to school and threatened to unalive himself and another girl. It's pretty clear this young man was very deeply disturbed at a young age. Shifting his focus towards music was productive.
Yeah, you sure about that, Huss? Huss, what did we average yesterday, man? You sure we're not 49 minutes into a stream that we started late at 7 p.m.? Hey, yo, Huss, can you explain how many years your timeout should be for typing that, or what? What do you think? Want to pick a number, or what, dude? Are you new, or what? How many years should your timeout be? Bro? Okay. All right. Okay. You're not roasting? You sure, man? You sure? How about this, Huss? We're going to do this. If you think for that reason, if you think you're not getting an hour time out for that, I don't know what fucking planet you're on. Come back with a whole new world. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an hour timeout, and you're going to come back with a whole new mentality. Okay? You're genuine? So then why would you type that then? Why would you type that? What's genuine about saying that? Hey guys, so let's see you defend this, Mr. Lawyer. We're slowly turning into a just chatting with bang average 1.1K viewers W. Okay, so let's hear you, Mr. Lawyer. You lawyer your way out of this one. So let me hear you saying, so you're being genuine. A genuine what? A genuine asshole? Or what is that supposed to imply there? So let's hear you defend that right now. You weren't trying to diss? Dude. All right, dude. I'm just saying, like, okay, dude. Like, okay, like we had an emotional World War II discussion. I start crying about I don't even know what. The stream is going all over the place emotionally. And now we somehow are watching this video about this asshole. Like, come on, dude. You're good, bro. Huss, you're good. My bad, bro. My bad.
For him. In 8th grade, he recorded his first song.
Niggas be tripping, but never be body. You keep talking all this shit, and I'm a happy rockin' party. You's a punk nigga.
In 2015, YNW was formed. Jamel went by Melly, Christopher went by Juvie, Anthony Williams went by Ac7ionman. The rap crew started releasing music consistently on SoundCloud in mid-2015 and quickly gained support from their classmates. But
My
at the
bad,
start of
Huss.
10th
You my
grade,
boy,
Melly
baby.
caught his first case for firing a weapon at 3 upperclassmen in a school zone. Demons was
Like, why is this not a 10-year sentence right now? This should be a 10-year sentence. You should be in jail for 10 years for this. Why aren't you? Who's a sack chaser? Who called me a sack chaser?
charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of discharging a firearm in public. This got him expelled from school and locked up for 1 year at age 16.
Oh, is he?
It was during this time that Melly
Nice,
decided
Nate.
to take his music career very seriously, so he got to work.
I just thought sometime I'll be home soon. It won't be long, I promise. I will be okay.
Clearly, Melly had a gift. He has a very unique, raspy, yet deep cadence, and naturally knows how to control his pitch. He spent his days behind bars writing love songs and murder ballads.
Girl, you know I love it when I'm next to you. Riding through the 772.
When he got released around October of 2016,
I'ma
he
see if
released his
Dakotas
track
wants to play.
772 Love, which gained a lot of local support
What's up?
and some online buzz. He then previewed another track that he wrote behind bars that would end up changing his life.
I ain't getting roll no weed. I ain't getting roll no Swissers. I was locked up on Christmas. I ain't get to see my niggas.
Melly knew this
My
track,
bad, man.
Murder on My Mind, was
You
going
good?
to be a big one. He eventually recorded the song on a whole new beat with a faster tempo and released it in March of 2017. This is where Melly started taking his social media presence very
The Scoob
seriously,
story?
focusing
Yeah,
on
I'll
Twitter,
tell it a little bit
Instagram,
later.
and YouTube. Since he was on parole from his
Bro, he
previous
popped
bid,
off,
the
bro,
judge
what?
actually used this song as a violation of his parole.
He was this big? Wait, this dude was big. He was this big and did this? Good night, sweet redemption. Please leave a tab. We need you to leave a tab. Yay. Wait, bro, what? I just heard of him. I heard him like 2 years ago. I heard of this like 2 years ago. I was just. So he was literally up next. What do you mean up next? He was up. Like, bro, what?
Because of its detailed lyrics of Melly fantasizing about murdering people, and thus he got locked up again. Now, using song lyrics to incriminate someone is illegal in some states, and a lot of people like to make the argument that it's just art, which is definitely true, but Melly, even outside of his music, has made multiple questionable statements that are too dark to ignore. It was during this second confinement where he really started to generate a following. It's unclear how much time he spent locked up, but he was now 17 years old, and around October of 2017, his team was promoting a #FreeYNWMelly campaign. His family and friends even produced and filmed an entire music video for his song 772 Love, which now has over
50 million views.
Upon his release in March of 2018, he was starting to explode. He immediately dropped a music for Melly the Menace and did a number of live performances in Florida. His fame was leveling up. He released Blue Balenciagas, which would go on to do 70 million views.
Wow,
Released
80
a
mil.
track called Butter Pecan. And he was
93
traveling
mil.
around the country and enjoying his freedom. All the while, Murder on My Mind was generating millions of views, and rap fans around the world were catching on to the YNW Melly wave. In fact, a lot of artists like Young Thug, Lil Durk, T
I didn't know
Grizzly,
this
and
guy was this
Uzi were
big.
big fans of Melly before most other normal fans caught on. He was a lot of artists' favorite artist. Right after his 18th birthday, he got arrested again
And just
for possession
threw
of
it
marijuana,
away.
possession of weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon,
Bro, if
and
he
drug
would've just-
paraphernalia. Court
You know what's crazy though about all this? If the arrest would have just stuck, if he would have violated his probation, he might not have been out to have committed this crime. I mean, maybe he commits one later, but I'm saying, isn't that kind of weird? If the criminal justice system would have done its job, it might have saved him from the death penalty that he's about to get.
Henry, aka YNW Bortland, Melly's longtime friend, was also arrested for possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon. They both posted bonds and were released the following day. With Murder on My Mind exploding, it was time for him to record a music video, and it's too graphic for me to even show. But he visually depicts the aftermath of a crime scene where he shot a friend and the friend slowly dies in his arms. These lyrics have been psychoanalyzed, and even though he wrote
Oh
this
my
song
God,
many
it
years
popped
ago,
off this
the
big?
song may have shockingly foreshadowed real events. I didn't even mean to shoot
600
him, he just
mil?
caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice. His body dropped down to the floor, and he got teardrops in his eyes.
Wait,
He
do you
grabbed-
guys get that? How big that is? Wait, what? I was too deep into Halo or something. Wait, what? Let me hear this fucking song. Have I heard it? Man, what? Give me this shit. Man, give me this shit right here. Here it is. Pops up right away. First song.
Wash away all of the pain. Missing Molly with the apple juice. I don't do that no more. Who the hell are you? White coupe but a pecan. Thick bitch Puerto Rican. Take you out to Paraguay or California for the weekend. I'm with Sack and Juvie, so you gotta bring about 3 friends. Don't flex, don't pretend. You know we spin the pen. White coupe but a pecan. Thick bitch Puerto Rican. Take you out to Paraguay or California for the weekend. I'm with Sack and Juvie, so you gotta bring about 3 friends. Don't flex.
R&B artist, I feel like almost. I mean, he's definitely a talented guy. I mean, he sounds pretty good on the track. I mean, there's no doubt. I'm not here. You know, I'll be fair. The guy's 1,000% guilty. I mean, you can't also deny that as well. I mean, good song. 700 million plays is just massive, though. That's just next level. I didn't know he was that big. Now that I just didn't know.
Grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him, "It's too late, my friend. It's time to say goodbye," and he died inside my arms.
What's up,
In his
Mikey?
first interview with No Jumper, his whole demeanor was strange, but he revealed something very interesting.
So what you got tattooed on your face? Tell me about it a little bit.
What? On my face?
Yeah. We got the heart on this side. What's that say above your eyebrow on that side?
Which side?
Oh, either one. What's it?
No, I got Sat Chase right here. That's my brother and my twin.
Okay.
And I got Juvie.
Juvie?
Brother.
Just a lot of your friends who passed?
Yeah. Nah, them my niggas right there.
Oh, okay.
My brothers right there.
My bad. I wouldn't get none of my friends tattooed on my face until they died.
Yeah,
I'm not a
shit.
good friend like you are, apparently.
This shit for life.
So Melly has his 2 best friends' name tattooed on his face. These types of tattoos are usually to commemorate lost ones, but in this case, they are alive and well for now. As Melly was finishing up his album We All Shine, one of Kanye West's writers,
So it was a
Prince,
premeditated
showed him
murder?
Melly's music. Yeah, he
Sick.
flew him out to LA to work on music, and when he got there, they had a pretty funny first meeting.
I was eating a pickle in his refrigerator. When I turned around, all I heard was, "Who pickled them is?" Yeah. I was like, "Oh shit, that's Kanye, what the fuck?" Then he was like, "Hell yeah, how long the pickles been in there?" I'm like, "I don't know." I smashed that bitch. Then he came and he was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna touch those."
So Melly, his manager 100K Track, and Kanye are in the studio for 2 hours listening to music until he asks Melly to play some of his
The
songs,
last bit of
and this is
normal
what
Kanye.
happened.
Then we play mixed personalities, and he goes crazy. He's like, bruh, this is me. This is Ye. This is Kanye. This is Yeezy. This is me. And he's like, I'm like, damn. And so me and Melly looking at each other like, damn, he fucking it. He like, bruh, I want to jump on this.
This is me. This
Right.
is easy.
He said, I want to jump on this. But then after I told him no, he was like, damn, why? I was like, because we about to drop it. We're in the process. He's like, bro, whatever I got to do, I'll get it done, like, to be on the record, like, because this is really me. Like, I'm feeling a connection to it.
Kanye resonated with the mixed personalities track, most likely because of his struggles with bipolar disorder, which Melly also admits he has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. They came together, filmed a music video with Cole Bennett, and it would ultimately get released. This is only the second SoundCloud artist that Ye collaborated with,
Wow.
before Donda. The other one
This
was
is a pretty
Lil Pump.
crazy story.
So Melly just secured a ticket to superstardom with that feature. But just when things were looking great, a very, very dark day was around the corner. On October 26, 2018, YNW Bortland, whose real name is Cortland Henry, shows up to Memorial Miramar Hospital with 2 dead bodies in his car. The victims were both on the right side, front and back seat. They were the bodies of Anthony Williams, aka YNW Sack Chaser, and Christopher Thomas,
Sack
aka
Chaser?
YNW Juvie, Nellie's 2 childhood friends.
I'm not
The
trying to
vehicle
laugh
had
at that.
8 shots on the right side.
Wait, that's
and
why
1
you guys
through
have been
the back
calling him a
window.
Sack
The
Chaser.
police asked what happened, and Bortland
Bro, why would he have that be his rap name, man? Why? Why would you have that be your name, man? Sack Chaser, man. Get your goofy ass up out of here with that, man. Chasing sacks? Like, bro, what the fuck are we even fucking talking about, man? Bro, what, dude?
said they were victims of a drive-by shooting. He said he left the New Era recording studio in Fort Lauderdale, drove west on 595, then south on 75, and exited on Miramar Parkway heading west. He said on Southwest 160th, a vehicle passed by on his right side and started shooting. He ducked down to avoid being shot, and when he sat up, he saw his friends bleeding out, so he drove to the hospital, which was
Bobcats?
conveniently right around the corner.
Riley
After
with
this
the follow,
report,
Cheezer with the
detectives
follow,
and
Jonathan
officers
Belevins
shut
with the
down
follow,
crime
TTV
scene
Magic
and
with the
walked
follow.
12 blocks on foot. Not a single report of gunshots, nor evidence of a shooting was found. Bortland was tested for gunshot residue on his hands, but came back negative. The roommate, Dontavius Withers, of Sack Chaser and Juvie, was questioned by the police since he lived at their last known address. He said there were 2 cars when they left the studio, a gray Jeep, which is where the murder took place in, and a red Mitsubishi, which Withers said that he and Melly were in. He said he went straight home and found out later that his roommates were dead and didn't know where Melly was. But it was later proven that Withers lied about the situation. Before police showed up, he was with Melly at Fredo Bang's house. Withers changed his story and said that Melly was in the Jeep when they left the studio, but then got into the Mitsubishi around Sheridan Ave when Withers Snapchatted him to pick him up. Police obtained security footage from the manager of the recording studio, which proved Melly left in the gray Jeep. He got into the back left seat. Remember, victims were in the front right and back right seats. Cell phone records show that Withers went straight home without stopping, so Melly never entered the Mitsubishi. When police investigated the Jeep, they found one .40 caliber shell casing on the floorboards where Melly was sitting. It was inside a white plastic bag. If this was a drive-by,
Yo,
there
dog,
would
this
not be
kind of
shell
boring. Like, bro, I'm saying, what the fuck is that sentence? Big Pimpski? This is the most interesting part. I'm literally, can you read? Hey guys, Big Pimpski is dyslexic. Kid can't even fucking read. Holy shit. Get a load of that guy. Kid can't even read. Can you read? What's boring about reading? Does he have an anime profile picture? Does he? Does he? Okay, never mind, guys. Don't talk to him like he's a human being. I apologize.
casings inside of the car. This supports evidence that shots occurred from inside of the car. Police were able to obtain T-Mobile cell phone records that track their locations minute by minute.
Everything is boring about reading. Dude, they're fucking describing a brutal crime. Bro, like, does Hassan read his chatters? Like, the guys that do this reactionary content, do they not read chat? You would go absolutely insane doing this every day. You would absolutely lose your mind if you did this content every day. You would not be able to do this without multiple days off a month.
Sack and Juvie were all in the car together at the time of the murder. They did confirm that the Jeep exited on Miramar Parkway, but turned north on Southwest 184th and then
Why
west
do I
on
let other
Pines
people affect
Boulevard
my
at
vibe?
353.
It's
and
not
then
affecting my
back
vibe,
east
it's just-
at 406. This is enough time to make it all the way to the outskirts of the city where nothing is around and back. The cell phone records also show that they were driving around the area west of I-75 before arriving to the hospital at 4:35. Melly's cell phone was separated from the car at 4:32, just 3 minutes before the Jeep arrived to the hospital. This is where
Dude,
people
if
are
I'm a
assuming
lawyer,
that
if I'm a lawyer, dude, I'm going after all these cell phone things and pushing this shit all in court, man. There's no way this shit is that accurate. I just feel like they just say that shit. On God. Your cell, like I'm saying, like, to me, like, I need more of this cell phone shit. Like, what the fuck? What's up, Lunar? Love you too.
that Melly and Bortland were trying to get their story straight, driving around the city, and then ultimately Melly hopped out before Bortland took
So
them
what,
to the
just turn
hospital.
off your phone and
Melly
you won't
then
get
FaceTimed
arrested?
his girlfriend, saying that they were a victim of a drive-by and he needed to be picked up, which confirms that he was at the scene of the crime. So police knew that there were a lot of conflicting statements from witnesses, and even some straight-up lies. They needed to conduct this investigation immediately. The next day when the news broke, YNW Melly took to Instagram and Facebook to grieve publicly, claiming that they took my brothers from me over jealousy. Melly proceeded with his career as usual. He released a documentary on his YouTube channel on December 4th, which featured Sack Chaser and Juvie, and a little bit about how close they were growing up. It also featured a section about how obsessed with guns Melly was. At the end of the documentary, it stated that 4 days after the completion of this film, YNW Melly and his friends were a target of a drive-by shooting. Then the Genius video dropped of Melly explaining the lyrics to his hit song Murder on My Mind, where he describes his love for guns and says he isn't a human murderer.
It's a murder. I murdered a and I murdered a bee. I am not no human murderer.
But on January 3rd, 2019, he was arrested in Florida on weed charges. His sinister smiling mugshot went viral. Just 3 weeks later, while he was still locked up, Mixed Personalities dropped with a Lyrical Lemonade video. This was a huge moment for Melly and Cole Bennett, as Kanye was the first veteran superstar rapper he had worked with at that point. The song went mega viral, and Melly's fame exploded. This was the first time a lot of people have heard of him. He was about to become a mainstream artist, but on February 13th, just less than a month later...
Dude, Big Pimpski, absolutely we're cool, dude. This is just how we talking here. We're brothers, okay? Shack up, shake up. Sorry, I'm also illiterate.
The investigation concluded, and a warrant for his arrest for the murder of his two friends was now official. He immediately turned himself in despite claiming his innocence. 2 weeks later, the evidence against Melly was released. Police discovered that YNW Bortland lied about where the crime actually took place. The police used a canine to investigate the crime scene on Southwest 160th Street, which is where he reported the drive-by happened, but the dog found nothing. Officers then investigated a more rural area that they thought maybe was the crime scene, and the canine found some evidence. The dog discovered 8 .40 caliber shell cases and 2 types of glass that matched the
Oh, he's a
front passenger
dog.
and rear
Man, that's a
passenger window of the
smart-ass
Jeep.
motherfucking
So now
dog.
they know the crime scene is not even close to where it was reported. This prompted them to investigate the vehicle again, and they decided to do a trajectory analysis using rods and strings to determine flight paths of projectiles. And they confirmed that there is no way this could have been a drive-by shooting based on the bullet paths and the wounds suffered by the victims. The police suspect that they parked the vehicle and staged a drive-by
That's
shooting
where he did
before
it, and that's where he gets arrested. Not understanding bullet trajectory. If they wanted it to be a drive-by, it had to be a drive-by. He was in the back seat and just killed them both. In reality, they needed to actually just be out of the car shooting him. That's what they had to do. And he had it all. He thought he all had it. He thought he had it all figured out, but didn't factor in the dogs being able to fucking find the crime scene in the first place, and then the bullet trajectory. Man, technology is a bitch, even though that shit... bullet trajectory's been around for a while. Honestly, you know what? That was pretty careless of him to think about that, now that I think about that. That was pretty fucking careless, now that I think about that. I feel like if I'm going to commit a crime like that, I for sure would have been aware of what's going on, man. Like, I for sure would have been like, yeah, dude, there's no way.
Showing up to the hospital. When autopsy reports came back regarding the victim's wounds, the evidence shows the initial lethal shot occurred from inside the vehicle and was initiated from the left rear passenger side,
They
the
can
same
line it up.
position occupied by Demons, which is Melly. An intermediate wound, by definition, would indicate a distance of 3 inches to 3 feet between the victim and the weapon. However, due to a 3-centimeter stippling pattern, the weapon was in a close proximity to Thomas's head. This would be a straight-up execution-style shot. The gunshot wounds to the back of Thomas also indicates these wounds were inflicted after he was shot in the head, as the projectiles entered Thomas's back when he was leaning to the left. Evidence from the autopsy revealed that both victims' wound paths to their heads were from a left to right direction. This direction contradicts the statements made by Henry and does not support the statements of a drive-by shooting that occurred on the right side of the vehicle. Basically, they think Melly shot both of his friends point blank. Then they drove around trying to come up with a story, and staged a drive-by to make it look more convincing. And obviously the police have garnered a lot of evidence to support that. Because of Melly's music about guns, murder, and admitting to having another personality, Melvin, who is reckless, unpredictable, and willing to kill, he hasn't exactly made himself seem like the most innocent man in the world. Most of his fans claim that this is just art. It's too common for rappers to make songs that glorify violence, gang activity, and all kinds of heinous crimes. This is all just for entertainment, and Melly is actually a good person. And when it comes to the music, it's hard to accuse someone of crime based on that, but I think we can all agree some of his interviews and candid remarks about his alter ego Melvin make him look very suspicious.
Delinquent,
Plus, surely
Jink,
someone wouldn't kill their
Shamu
best
plays,
friends, right?
Marco
There's
said thanks for the
absolutely
follow.
nothing that indicates Melly had any beef or bad blood with Juvie, who he has known since kindergarten. However, with Sack Chaser, there is some suspicion. A video surfaced on the internet of Melly's mother saying this.
Don't ever try to come for me, because I don't even play them type of games. Like, what the fuck you got that I ain't got? Oh, you threaten me with your little gun? Bitch, I got big guns.
So she said Sack Chaser threatened her with a gun and also said that she has bigger guns. She was also in one of Melly's videos holding a Draco. So we can indicate from these that she might be into a more dangerous lifestyle than most mothers. Or maybe she was just being emotional on camera. Either way, she may have just gave the judge a reason to believe that there was a beef between Melly's mom and Sack Chaser, and that Melly would most likely defend his mother. Other than that, there isn't any strong intent for him to kill his friends, which is very important because they're trying to accuse him of premeditated murder.
Right,
There
this
are
is a
tons of
premeditated
rumors
murder.
with very little or no evidence at all. Rumors that Sack Chaser was supposed to get $200,000.
Believe it or not, a first-degree murder charge in a trial is actually relatively easy to beat in comparison to other cases. If you get convicted of first-degree murder, you really fucked up the crime, is what I'm trying to say here. To prove first-degree murder, the intent, premeditation, is very hard to do if beyond reasonable doubt in the court of law. So they normally get second degree and they get a parole date. First degree is crazy to get convicted of.
When Melly signed and he didn't want to pay him. Rumors that Sack Chaser got into a fight with Melly one time and knocked him out. Even rumors that Melly and Sack Chaser were in an intimate relationship and there was jealousy. There's an alleged video of Melly admitting to the murder, but it was just him singing Kevin Gates lyrics. There's a message he sent to a random Instagram account the night of the murder that says, "I did that," but with no context provided. But again, all rumors and very low evidence. It seems like the prosecutors have an extremely weak case. There is no confirmed murder weapon, and there is no intent. So to charge someone for first-degree murder, premeditated murder, and seeking the death penalty, they need a very strong case.
They need a witness.
Keep in mind, we have no idea what Melly's defense is going to be. 4 years later, and we still have only heard one side of the story. And since Melly has been locked up, his life has been rough. He pled not guilty in March of 2019. The next month, they announced that they were seeking the death penalty. He announced in June that he would be home soon and was seen in court smiling. Melly vs. Melvin was his third studio album released while he was locked up, which eventually goes gold, and it spent 31 weeks on the Billboard 200 albums chart. Then in March of 2020, he's seen smiling in court again. In April, he tested positive for COVID-19. He'll be filing a motion for restricted release in hopes of better care due to any jails not being prepared to treat this new virus. He hopes for your support and to recover soon.
You are in there for murder. Sit there and cough and sneeze for 2 weeks. Shut the fuck up. Stop shooting people, dummy.
Pray for Melly.
To me, guys that get famous and rich and then do this is far, far worse than being broke and poor and doing this. I'm sorry, it is.
And positive energy to him, please. Despite his health, he was allegedly involved in several fights with inmates, guards, alongside inmates, etc., causing him to lose his privileges and send him to solitary confinement for 70 days. Then YNW Bortland was granted house arrest, which is extremely uncommon for someone to get released facing the severity of these charges. His team released another project in 2021, Just a Matter of Slime, which had an insane list of features, trying to hold on to the audience that is still there to support him. His physical condition got worse when it was reported that he had an abscess in his lower jaw, which is a bad chronic infection because of his diamond implants. He was denied dentist visits, a regular toothbrush or floss because they can be used as weapons. People suspected that the jail are trying to torture and break him down while he awaits this trial. In March of 2022, he filed for a speedy trial and was granted it. We thought we were going to get the answers, then it was pushed back a month, then another, and ultimately postponed indefinitely in May of 2022 after his own defense decided to rescind their speedy trial notion. There was another report that an inmate's
speedy trial is very, very not good usually for the defense. Usually the speedy trial will fuck over the defense, usually. But I don't know, statistically it will, but I'm still saying if you know you're guilty, me personally, if I was a lawyer, if I'm fighting this case, I'm going to speedy trial and I'm gonna have 20 different lawyers on it. And that's about it. And there's no way I'm not. We gotta go to trial as fast as we can. Hopefully they miss something. Hopefully I'm saying, the more time that the state gets with a very guilty man, I just feel, in my personal opinion, this is me speaking, not anyone else, I believe it's far better for the state. That's why I'm saying it. But the risk is your defense missing something as well. So like it works in both ways.
Snitched on him and said he had shanks and pipe bombs in his cell and he was trying to escape. But when they investigated, there was nothing. However, they did find weapons in someone else's cell close to him, so they were trying to pin it on Melly. At the end of 2022, he had made multiple long posts on his Instagram begging for help, citing specific officers that are abusing their powers, mistreating him, revoking his phone access, only letting him out of his cell for 1 hour a day, watching his every move, threatening to beat him up, and making sure his family never hears from him, cutting off all his communication with others and straight up torturing him. These Instagram posts let us know the type of inhumane treatment that YNW Melly is facing right now. Now, reminder, he has not been found guilty of anything, so this treatment is definitely excessive. Going into 2023, we still do not have a trial date. 4 years, Melly has been behind bars, waiting to know his fate. The prosecutors have 600 pages of DNA, ballistic evidence, witnesses lying, Melly's own suspicious...
Wait, he hasn't been convicted yet? He might beat this case. That's what I'm saying. I think the state fucked up. They overcharged the first-degree murder. It's very, very hard for first-degree murder. They should have just gotten the second degree. They should have went for it, but they charged for first degree. And now they have to prove first degree. So now they need more time.
Statements on social media, but they don't have a murder weapon. They don't have intent. And apparently, they don't have anyone willing to testify against him.
Yeah.
If Melly did this, it would be considered one of the most heinous crimes in rap history. But we don't know what his defense will be. So as of right now, he is innocent.
Dude, he's gonna beat this case. For sure. This dude's evil as shit. That's a rough one, dude. Wait, one sec. Let me take a piss. Bro, I didn't know he was that big, though. I'm saying because they can't let him go. Well, eventually, the thing is, now his state... The thing is, they would have had to have went to trial. They would have had to have went to trial. The state would have had to have gone. But his lawyer took back the speedy trial motion. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. You'd have to ask him why that happened. I don't know. I'm running that shit. If they got no witnesses, I don't know why they're not running it. Dude, trial is like a show, dude. Like, I'm saying, like, if you look at the good lawyers... Like, that's why they say, like, if someone's perceived to be a liar, that they'll be a good lawyer. Because the perception is that they're going to deceive someone. It's like, dude, when you're talking to a jury, like, you're moving your hands around, like, you're just like, you're blowing smoke, basically, up their ass, dude. Like, literally. That shit wild. I didn't know you still had to go to trial. No content equals watch YouTube. No clap. It means that I'm going to take the same viewer count no matter what I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in the least amount of effort because right now I'd rather react than go back on Fortnite Right now, an hour and 20 minutes in the stream, I don't feel like going on Fortnite to get stream sniped by a bunch of you retards and then read comments about why you perceive it's not happening. I'd just rather die in Grand Theft Auto. Jesus Christ. Raw hood bitch, that's what I'm gonna do right now. The fuck is this shit? Oh, control was locked. Bro, what is happening? Am I missing something right now?
Watch Explore with us on YouTube. It is murder documentaries showing cam footage of interrogations and shit, but all graphic content is blurred out.
Okay. What is it called? What? Jesus Christ. Explore with us. But I'm about to bug up. I'm gonna bug up. Oh, it was touching the control of the other keyboard, bro. Fuck, my actual keyboard. God. Forgot that I have a keyboard right here. Damn, that was my bad. Like, dude, the people that say that, what is the perception that I have no content ideas, so I'm reacting when all the big creators predominantly react? It's like there's this thought in their head that I'm going off the beaten path and that this is some brand new something that's never been done before. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? They react better. I don't get to react because I spent half the fucking time explaining what a reaction is to literal brain dead retards. So from now on, when any resistance at all is even remotely given, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get them the fuck out of here because I'm done reading their fucking retardation, man. Holy fuck. Like, dude, you aren't woke, dude. All anyone does on Twitch is react or talk about drama or react to drama. That's what anyone does. Gaming is a secondary thing to the main content, which is reactionary. Just wake the fuck up and shut the fuck up. God. I'm saying, like, his brain is saying, what? Maybe if you weren't fucking stupidly addicted to Fortnite, your brain would fucking work. Ever think about that one, dummy? You fucking mouth-breathing bitch. Fuck, Brendan, it's so annoying, dude. Jordan with the follow, Lairs with the follow, I appreciate you. My God, dude, you're perceiving this as no content because it's not Fortnite, you fucking retard piece of shit. God. Dude, the Fortnite directory is a glitch. Like, unless you blow up fast, this is the directory to be on. It's a fucking glitch. So when we conduct our business on this directory, that's the reality of it. One day, we won't be on this directory other than here and there occasionally. I'm just keeping it a buck, okay? Instead of being top 50 on just chatting, we're top 3 to 5 on Fortnite, and it pushes us out better. That's it, okay? Grasp it through your fucking brain. God. Call my dad a sperm grand priest. God damn, bro. Like, my bad, bro. Fuck. Yeah.
Mike's in the bag picking teeth from his skull.
We sure there's no TOS in this? It's got to be blurred out. If they're gonna show a body or blood, it needs to be blurred, dude. I watched this, 0 TOS.
Mike's in the bag picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything.
Two chicks did this?
I'm punching him and shooting him, and I had to grab him like this to pull him back.
Who? What?
Him to stop.
You think people are gonna hate us for this?
I hate my life.
This is our life now.
Oh my God.
15-year-old.
A bunch of retards from the suburbs thought they were smart enough to get away with a murder. What a bunch of idiots. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so happy I get to see a bunch of white people throw away their lives in a murder. Oh, yes.
Jackson was a typical teen boy living in Summerfield, Florida with his parents Scott and Sonia Jackson and his two older brothers. He loved animals and had aspirations to...
No, he didn't. You didn't have any aspirations. Your parents gave you everything. You had the easiest fucking life. Why couldn't you be normal, you idiot? You dumb motherfucker. The fuck is fucking wrong with you? You're not even from the east side of Atlanta. What is your excuse for this shitty ass fucking behavior? You stupid? You had everything you ever wanted. You're a pathetic piece of shit. I hope you get 1 billion years. I hope there's a death penalty case.
Join the Ultimate Fighting Championships. His parents had agreed to enroll him in training courses when he turned 18. Little did he know that when he...
Oh, that's the victim? Guys, that's an easy explanation there. I was directing that as if he was the guilty one. Guys, obviously, yo, go follow my dead stream. And guys, here's the Fortnite disease. Wait, guys, you know what will actually blow you more away than what I just did? In the middle of all this, some dude promoting his Fortnite stream with 1 follower. In the middle of this, imagine coming into this chat and self-promoting with 1 follower in this moment. Imagine you one-upping my stupidity of talking shit to the guy that was murdered from you self-promoting your shit dead Fortnite stream. This disease is only beaten by cancer. This Fortnite illness to me is the bubonic plague. To me, I believe cancer is the only thing that is worse than this Fortnite illness. I'm gonna say it on record. I'm gonna say it on record, man. He actually puts out Fortnite content, though. You're right, dude. You're right, Hog, are you? You're right, dude. How many hours of Fortnite did I play yesterday out of that 13-hour stream? Only 7.5. You're right. I did not earn my stripes enough yesterday. You're right, guys. Only 7.5, 8 hours of Fortnite yesterday. That was my bad for that. What the fuck is wrong with some of you? Stop letting this game ruin your life. 7 hours, I didn't. I literally did. So I don't know what you're talking about. 4? No, it was like 5.5. No, it was almost 6. It was almost 6. It was like 5 hours, 45 minutes. Okay, guys, sorry. Guys, you're right. I stand corrected. It was only almost 6 hours of Fortnite. That's all it was. You guys, I want you to see everyone that's streaming Fortnite right now, and they only stream it, and understand that in a couple, 3, 2, like remember, Twitch streaming it's a career. It's a long-term thing. Like, this game won't be popular in 5 years. It will not last forever. It eventually will metrically die, and everybody that doesn't have the personality to get off the game will go down with it. I'm just letting you know. So the next time you're watching your favorite Fortnite streamer, just know it's all on borrowed fucking time. I'm literally promising death on the game that brought me here out of a certainty. And I'm saying it'll always be a thing, but it will no longer be a thing that will be tangible and viable sooner than you think. So if you only stream Fortnite and you literally aren't Clicks, Tfue, or Ninja, I'm promising you it's your time to get off this directory, expand your content, expand your fucking brain away from Fortnite only. Jesus fucking Christ, how do I have to say this every fucking stream? Wait, Zabri, it's a hard pill to swallow? Guys, I'm always gonna stream the game here and there. I'll never pull the game out 100% because I inherently like trolling people on Fortnite. I think Fortnite's a great game. I'm just saying you have to understand there's going to be a whole lot more. And the guys that only stream this game that even get 1,000 plus, they're not gonna pull any viewers when they do any other games. So I'm just saying, buyer beware. This won't be a thing forever, okay? So let's go back to the video where I just accidentally insulted a child who was murdered, okay? I apologize to that kid, dude. I thought you were the fucking murderer. I'm here to defend you, dude. I apologize. Okay? Sorry, bro. R.I.P., dude.
A relationship with 15-year-old Amber Wright, it would lead down a dark and twisted path that would ultimately end those aspirations, along with his life, in an unimaginably horrifying fashion. As is often the case, their relationship was happy, in the beginning at least. However, after a year, things turned sour between them. During these difficult times,
clips
Amber
off.
added fuel to the fire when she
Why would you guys think that's a bannable offense? Why would you think, I'm saying, I understand we're kind of memeing here, but dude, I know clips are on right now. Why would you think, like, bro, obviously I thought that was the murderer. Duh. I'm stupid as all hell. Okay? That kid deserves justice. This is a terrible fucking crime. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, obviously I thought that was the fucking murderer. Mackie was making sure. I know. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for saying that. Thank you. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going...
began a close relationship with 18-year-old Mike Bargo. Seth's best friend, Will Samalot, claimed that Seth was traumatized when the end of their relationship finally came, amid speculation that Amber was actually cheating on him with Mike. On Sunday, April 17th, 2011, Seth and Will went to visit a mutual friend. That night, when they left to walk home, Will noticed that Seth was texting on his phone and seemed distracted. Shortly after 9 p.m., the two parted ways. That was the last time Will would ever see his friend. Seth's mother, Sonia Jackson, filed a missing persons report the next day when he didn't return home. When a news report concerning Seth's disappearance appeared on TV, Amber Wright's half-brother, Kyle Hooper, had an emotional breakdown, telling his mother that he had knowledge of what happened to the missing teen. The story that Kyle told his mother
is this
was
snitching on
appalling,
himself?
And she contacted the authorities, indicating that a ramshackle house in Summerfield, Florida, held the key to Seth's mysterious disappearance. When investigators visited this location and rounded up the suspects in
80
Seth's
clips, man? Hell
they
no.
soon learned that the full
Y'all
truth
trying to
was
get me
far more
canceled?
grisly than they ever
83 clips? Man, what? From subs? You bitches. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Guys, bro, that was actually a terrible ass clip, dude. Why would I think a smiling kid would be the victim or would be the perpetrator? God fucking damn, I felt so stupid for that.
could have conceived. According to Kyle's testimony, Justin Roach Soto, Amber Wright, homeowner Charlie Ely, Mike Bargo, and he himself were present on the scene the night Seth went missing. Investigators collected these individuals and brought them down to the station for interviews.
Fryer with the follow, 562 with the follow, Smoothie Dino, Ryan, Galaxy's 4 months, Tay Mula 09, thanks for follow.
Such as in this case, One common tactic that detectives will use is to separate them, allowing each one of them to tell their
Yeah,
version
turn the
of
clips
events
off now. 80
independently.
clips?
Once an inconsistency is found, detectives will present this inconsistency to all of the suspects in the hopes that all of them will tell the truth. This technique would prove critical as detectives began to unravel the complicated skein of threads in a complex tapestry of murder, unveiling one of the most twisted and chilling motives we've ever seen in a case. What follows is never-before-seen interrogation footage exclusively obtained by EWU.
You can sit right there, that's fine. Thank you. That's kind of why we have the chairs to sit up.
Alright, so what's the issue?
This is 20-year-old Justin Soto. To
The
his friends,
issue is
he's
you
known
killed
by the
someone.
nickname Roach. He's the eldest of the suspects, and investigators believe that he may have intimate knowledge of what happened to Seth, as he is a current resident in the house.
What's the issue? You know what? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. Okay? Listen, I want you to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't know what you do or don't know. You're not in trouble with me.
Yeah.
Okay? But this is extremely important.
The detective tries to reassure Justin that he's not in trouble, but this might not be the entire truth. Police will often say things like this to gain rapport with suspects so that they'll be more forthcoming with the officers.
Are you from around here?
Like, I've lived here for a while, but I'm from Hawaii.
You're from Hawaii?
Yeah.
Where here have you lived? I mean, how long have you been living here?
Since I was about 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. A few years.
Oh, so you've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here a while.
Investigations usually begin with discussions of general information like this, so the detective can get to know the suspect and begin to make them feel comfortable with the interrogators.
Let's talk about your tattoos a little bit. Do you mind?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
What's it say on the front?
This says head bust on it.
What is that? HSAO?
HEAD.
People generally like to talk about their tattoos and the meanings
What an
behind them.
idiot.
So it's an easy question to get the conversation flowing.
Dude, you know what's crazy, guys? I could be getting stream sniped on Fortnite to this exact same viewer count right now if I wanted to. I might have to take up that one guy's offer who typed that earlier. It's seeming very tempting right now.
If Justin feels at ease with the detective, he may be more willing to give her information regarding what happened to Seth. Justin
Twitch is literally in a Discord call or you're watching YouTube. Figure out your life.
shows the detective his tattoos and she jokes around with him, building an atmosphere of trust and camaraderie before getting around to the impending serious discussion. Suddenly, the detective notices something interesting.
Yeah, this is my last one. I have a mushroom right here.
Oh, that's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are all the scratches about?
I mean, I was walking through the woods and some vines got a hold of it, and like 3 or 4 vines wrapped around my leg, and I went to go walk in it.
Any others?
No, that's it.
That's it? Okay. You don't have anything on your back and your arms? Wow, that's different. Usually that's
Dude, I should have told you guys to buy this fucking pen. This pen is OP, dude.
Yeah, I've been sick for like almost 2 weeks now. Well, I'm not really sick anymore. I just got this crazy benign cough, and it aggravates me.
While Justin's explanation
So this
may be
guy's
true,
18 that
sudden
murdered a
increase in
15-year-old?
coughing can also indicate an increased stress level. As the body goes into fight or flight mode, mucous membranes dry up, which can make the mouth and throat feel dry. For someone who already had a lingering cough, this dryness could cause
20?
further irritation and make the coughing increase.
What up, Captain Chef?
I understand that you guys were, in a crowd. I'm older, so I'm going to say kids.
Yeah.
Hanging out together, okay? I heard.
Tiger, thank you for the 6 months, man. I appreciate you, man. Mo, 16 months, I appreciate you, man.
And things happen. What are you doing Sunday night?
What's up, Jason?
What's today, Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday.
Murdered a 15-year-old? Why?
Justin succumbs to a coughing fit here just as the interview begins in earnest.
Do you know why you're here? You don't know?
I really
Did
don't.
anybody explain? Tell me how you ended up here.
I woke up this morning to Charlie waking me up, and there was an officer right there, and I'm here now.
To do a crime, to commit a crime with those 2 girls, like, are you trying to go to jail? Are you inherently trying to speed run a life sentence right now? What the fuck is going through your head? How are they this stupid?
Each of those being interrogated lived with Charlie Ely in her home at the time of Seth's disappearance, except for Amber Wright, who visited regularly and frequently stayed overnight.
Okay, so you just got in a car and you didn't ask any questions like, what do you want? Why am I here? Nothing? You didn't ask anything? Oh, come on. You're too smart for that.
I'm not worried about it. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Dude showed up drunk to a murder investigation.
Because I woke
Yeah,
up.
but you even said it yourself, okay?
Right.
You're nervous about...
Right. If you're innocent, you're like, why am I here? Do you guys see the cues that they're missing here? Hello? Why am I being held in a police station right now? What's going on? Like, they'll show people like that are innocent. They're like, they're knocking on the door. They're like, what's going on in here? What, like, why am I in a police station right now? That's what an innocent person does. Like, what?
Places like this, okay?
I'm sorry,
There's
Cody.
no way you're gonna
Sorry for your
tell me
loss.
that you got into a police car, okay? And asked no questions as
Right.
to why.
Right, exactly. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead with this nice
Based on
police
information
officer.
she's already collected from Justin to point out that he may already be acting dishonest with her.
So let's.
They said an incident happened.
Okay. With who?
I guess freaking something about some kid that I don't even know who the hell he is. And
Yeah, you do. Who is he?
his name's Seth or something like that. And supposedly, I guess he got shot or whatever. That's all I know. Like the girls, I guess they went to go meet up with him or something. And
What girls?
Charlie and the other one.
This is 18-year-old Charlie Ely. She's the owner of the house where Justin, Kyle Hooper, and Mike Bargo.
This is
also
what
live.
real men eat.
I don't like this room.
Why am I going to prison? I don't know why I'm in this police car right now, guys. Okay, I'm just getting driven away to a police station.
Charlie has been obsessively checking and examining her body since entering the interview room. This may be indicative of anxiety. After nearly 20 minutes, a detective finally arrives to speak to Charlie.
Let him cook.
How are you? Good. Time to go crazy?
Yeah, I can't. Room alone.
Yo, you're gonna be in a lot of cold rooms for a long, long time, girl.
Charlie? What's your last name, Charlie?
Ely.
Ailey?
Ely. E-L-Y.
Okay. How you doing?
You gonna hate where you going, shorty.
How old are you?
18.
18 years old. Okay. Do you know why you're here?
Yes, sir.
Why are you here?
Something happened with Seth.
Something happened with Seth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Understand that we had.
Yeah, we're just drawing
because of
straws.
What may have happened with Seth? Okay. There's an investigation that we're gonna investigate. Are you clear with that?
Charlie sighs heavily, which may be an example of her using an adapter to expel nervous energy. Adapters are nonverbal ways that people comfort themselves when they're feeling stressed.
If this guy announcing this was in their heads, if this guy's voice was in someone's head before they ever committed a crime, there'd be zero crime ever. Now, if you do this, you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. All right, I'm out.
I'm gonna sit back and pretty much just give you the floor. You've already explained to me why you think. Why you here.
That would be a good movie. Wait, no one take my idea, you bitches.
Explain to me why you're here.
Often, detectives will allow the suspect to simply tell the story in their own words. This allows them to observe and catch any lies and inconsistencies, pointing these details out to encourage the subject to tell the complete truth.
And be honest with me. Totally truthful. Hold your head up.
Okay, Sunday night. Sunday night, Amber and I walked up because her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, was sad, and they wanted to work things out, so we met him up.
This is Sunday night?
Yes, sir. In 58th Court, it was approximately 9:30.
Approximately.
On the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
They talked for,
What corner did you guys meet him on?
I think it's 58th Court. I want to say that's what it is.
That who all met there?
Me, Amber, and Seth.
Amber is, of course, 15-year-old Amber Wright, Seth's ex-girlfriend, the half-sister of Kyle Hooper, and suspected love interest of Mike Bargo. In another room not far away, she will soon begin a similar story.
I introduced myself before. My name's Rhonda, okay? And I'm gonna talk to you about this.
Your
okay?
daughter is fucked.
Okay, I just need you to tell me.
Is that her
the story.
mom?
Let's start with the other night. I understand that you and Charlie went to another neighborhood or went down the street. Tell me how this all comes about.
Unlike the other detectives, Detective Stroop goes straight to the story.
Why is the
beginning with Amber's
15-year-old
role in the
with these
events.
people?
Well, me and him were already talking on the phone.
Me and him. Okay, you and Seth. Did Seth call you or did you call Seth?
Well, he had called me a couple days before that and I didn't answer.
Okay.
I called him that night.
And you and Seth, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You two had a relationship. Was he, how was your relationship with him?
Not the best.
Tell me why you say not the best.
We'd always fight. He'd always hit me and beat on me and all that.
So he was physically abusive to you?
Yeah.
When Amber describes her relationship with Seth, she touches her hair, another adapter behavior. She may be feeling uncomfortable as she talks about this sensitive subject.
Who all knew that?
Me, Charlie, my brother.
Okay, so Kyle knew about it. Was there a lot of people in the
Kyle,
neighborhood?
you are in for a long prison sentence looking like that, buddy.
I understand, knew it. Okay. So Seth had called you.
You're not going to the minimum prisons I went to, little guy.
And what day was that?
I think it was Sunday night.
Sunday night.
You are not going to like where you're doing your time at.
Seth, and what did Seth say?
Well,
Like, dude, like, it's such a serious crime, and they're just such punk-ass kids for thinking they have the ability to pull it off. You guys saw how it was hard on the people that were on the corners and shit in the hood and shit. I'm just as hard, if not harder, on this. This is just what made them think they could pull this off. The same reason why I asked the teammates that stream slam me, what is making them think that they were able to do something like this and get away with it? So arrogant.
I was like, hey, I know you called me the other day and I didn't answer, but you wanted to make up. So
Fucking retarded, man. Like, what?
Because I'm sorry for everything.
How do I not have a hangover?
Would be a good idea.
Because I didn't drink yesterday? Oh, wait, yeah, I
We
did.
just wanted to stop the drama.
Oh, I don't know.
So were you guys gonna get back together as a couple?
Because I don't know, actually.
Try and be friends.
Okay.
Because we were friends before we were dating.
Okay.
We were really close.
Okay.
Alerts?
And he was like, well, you should.
Yo, Sam, thanks for the sub gift, baby. How you living, dude? Junior with the follow, PT with the follow, CJ with the 7 months, man.
And he was like, sure, I guess.
Where was Seth out?
Appreciate you, brother.
The neighborhood at Amen Road, Bellevue Estates.
Okay, so Seth was at Bellevue Ridge. Whose house was he at down there?
He said something about Brittany.
It seems likely Brittany was the friend that Seth and Will were visiting the night of his disappearance. Will mentioned that Seth had been distracted, texting on his phone once they left. Police later recovered these messages. They read, "Hey, can you talk? You said you needed to talk. Well, I kinda need to talk to you about us working things out. What do you mean? Can you please call me, like now? Yeah, sure. Hey, my friend Charlie is coming with. I've been telling her everything between me and you, and she's coming because I need her to help through this. Is that okay? But don't tell anyone what's going on because I want to make sure we can work things out before anyone knows. Amber, if you have me jumped, I will never give you the time of day. So if I get jumped, say goodbye, all right? I swear you're not Seth. I could never do that to you. I just want me and you back. Okay. I'm walking up the hill now. I'm at the neighborhood road. Where are you? Sorry, I didn't want Will to hear me, but stay around the corner where me and you fought.
Just
wait
giving them
right there, and
so
I'll be
much
there in a
evidence.
minute. This was Seth's very last text message. It's interesting that he was suspicious of Amber's motives here, as he fears that she's planning to have him jumped. Perhaps he had a good reason to be wary.
So you guys went down there and talked?
We were talking for maybe like not even 30 minutes.
Pete with the sub gift. What up, baby?
And I was like, who are you texting? I thought we were talking. And he was like, my mom told me.
Thank you
to
the
do
sub
that
gift,
now or
Pete.
never.
What's up,
So I was
baby?
like, oh, okay. So I guess they started arguing or whatever, and then he looked at me. He's like,
arguing with his mom through
yes.
text?
And I guess he called her a bitch or whatever. I didn't want to get in it. And then he was like, look, I'm not in the mood to talk right now. I'm getting out of here for now. I'll see
So
you
is this a love
And
triangle?
he-
Triangle?
he
Why
just
is this
stormed
kid here?
off. So
They
when
didn't
he
say
stormed
why.
off, we went back to my
They didn't say why this 15-year-old is friends with them and what's going on. Like, what? Like, I'm saying, like, why is this 15-year-old with them? Manna Salad with the 43 months. What up, baby?
My house, and about an hour later, he came to my house.
So the 20-year-old is dating the 15-year-old, and that was the part of this that my brain just was rejecting? Was that it? The 18-year-old? Okay, yeah, 18 on 15.
Mike was off in his room like he always is.
Okay.
He never comes out.
So he had no idea you went to see Seth or that you came back from seeing Seth that you're aware of?
I didn't tell him.
Okay. And Kyle's in the living room. What's Kyle doing?
Kyle just sits there and watches TV like he always is.
Okay, so he's just watching TV in the living room, Mike's in the bedroom. Okay, and then what happens? Seth comes to the house?
Knocked on the door and Ty answered it, and she was like, well, what do you want? And he was like, I just need to talk to Amber. Can I come in?
I don't know what it is you're being careful about, okay? And it's okay to be careful, okay? But the truth is what it is, okay? And that's what I need from you.
That's pretty much what it is. I don't know the kid.
Okay.
I know he's a little white boy and.
Using the phrase pretty much is what is known as an exclusion qualifier. Other examples of exclusion qualifiers could be saying something like not really or for the most part. It allows the person to tell some of the truth while hiding the rest. It's important to note that just because you hear someone use one of these statements, it's not proof that they are lying, but an indication that they may be.
Wow.
Him and one of the girls used to date or whatever. And
Which girl?
The Amber girl.
Well, you just told me more than you told me a few minutes ago. How do you know Amber?
As a friend.
How did you meet her?
How do you think you're outsmarting this detective right now, you dummy? Just ask for a lawyer. You aren't getting out. Like, what are you doing?
All right.
If they all ask for a lawyer, do you know how much harder the case becomes for the state? Do you have any idea? You can never imagine. You never would process how much easier they're making their job right now.
So is Kyle the other one that lives with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then now
They're
I
like
know
putting
you're
them
doing
like
anything.
she's very skilled, but they're very stupid. It's a combination of that. And basically, they're putting themselves at the crime scene. They're acknowledging the relationships. They're giving motive to the murder. They're just beyond retarded. I just don't even know how this is real.
Because,
He just moved in too.
I know, but Kyle likes to talk, doesn't he?
The detectives
Get a lawyer?
have pinpointed
Just
Kyle
ask
as
for
the
one.
potential weakest link. After all, he is the one who originally confessed information to his mother, which resulted in the four being here at the station. What is unclear at this point is exactly how much Kyle has told his mother and the investigators. We can't be sure what the detective already knows, but neither can Justin.
I haven't chilled with the kid in like.
You what?
I haven't chilled with or hung out with him in a little while until we moved in and started living there.
Well, now you're making me think things a little different.
Right, you just totally lied.
The detective scoots her chair closer to Justin. This increased physical proximity creates additional pressure for him to tell the truth.
Now you're making me think that maybe you had some involvement in all of this. Did you?
No, man.
See, if they're a skilled cop, here comes either the cop's going to try to do one thing, get him to admit or say that if you talk to me until it happens, it'll be easier on you. So if you snitch, it'll be easier on you. Let's see what happens.
Where'd you get the scratches from on your legs?
Vines walking through the woods.
Yeah, we got 6,300 subs. Let's go. Pete, thank you, Pete, with the sub gift. YG Hammer with the sub, the 9 months. Jacob with the follow. Gnarly with the resub of 7 months, man. What up, baby?
In my old neighborhood where I was going to talk to the dude about the tree job.
What neighborhood?
Honestly, dude, with the murder charge, it's just I want to talk to a lawyer. That's it. TTU being, it's not admit nothing. It's not even talk. Any lawyer will say with a charge like this, you don't even say a fucking thing. You don't say a word. You just ask for your lawyer, and then whatever they do, they do. It's not the fight you fight.
Who's that?
You fight it in the court of law. You don't fight it in this room right here.
Behind a church, a big church.
This
Chill,
is
chill. He's not an idiot.
Unsatisfactory answer, and the beginning of a series of.
He's
very
not an
vague
idiot, bro.
answers
You know what I'm
from
saying?
Justin.
You don't have to say that.
I work in the woods too, and I don't get scratched up like
Dude,
that.
crazy. You can't outsmart your own parents. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a sperm Diablo.
And wrapped around my leg.
Let me see your other leg. Yeah, you're pretty scratched up. That's not from a walk through the woods.
Bro, just got scratches all over his legs.
Talk to me, Justin.
Just goes into the interview.
Oh, I believe it's woods.
Yeah.
I believe that. I have no doubt it could be
Just
that.
goes to the
But
interview with
that's not
shorts
from
on.
walking through the woods.
That's more evidence. He just gave more evidence. If he's wearing pants and goes there and says, I want to talk to a lawyer, now they don't even have that. Or they have to take it later. They'll have to but now watch how everything slowly starts getting used against you.
Okay? So we were either running, we were walking in the dark.
The detective returns to the night in question, and Justin continues his strategy of distancing himself from the others.
I don't know anything about what happened.
No, thorns do cut, Hog.
I went to sleep.
While Justin
What's the vid
maintains his
called?
ignorance of the situation, the girls continue their version of events.
Did Seth call you before he came down?
No.
So he just showed up an hour later. When you came back,
I believe he's innocent.
brother or Michael about what Seth had said or that you guys had a conversation? Did they know?
No, they didn't know what we talked about.
Okay.
Kyle asked me where I was going, and I just went, I was like, I'm going to talk to Seth and try and figure things out.
Notably, there's no mention of Justin being present at the scene in Amber's version either.
I hear a knock at the door. It's Seth. So I let him in, not thinking anything was wrong with it.
Okay. Can you draw me a drawing of your house?
I guess.
I just want to try to get a picture of what
Because I got
exactly.
The detective may be having Charlie draw the floor plan to make sure her story is crystal clear. However, a methodically laid out floor plan could allow the detective to point out certain details that seem implausible or odd as well.
She let him in. He sits in the chair. Me and her sitting by.
How is her mom letting her go through this? Just say you want a lawyer, you idiot.
So were they arguing first?
This is your whole life on the line. This is the rest of your life.
Talking, and Kyle comes out of nowhere and hits him, and me and Amber dart to my room.
And where was he at?
Kyle said, "Get the fuck out."
I'm a dirty drug
And we
addict.
went out that way, and
True.
we hear Mike's door hit something.
What's up, Chicky? How you
and
doing?
Mike came out, and we heard gunshots. And by then, me and Charlie took off.
Look at the mom not saying anything. I mean, they're guilty. They deserve it.
Fly open, and we just heard gunshots.
Limeade Girl,
gunshots,
Diesel
gunshots.
CM, thanks to
And
follow.
after maybe like 5 or 6 times of hearing it, it got quiet.
You are
And
pods.
then I hear Kyle go, "What did you just do?"
The introduction of a gun into this scenario does not seem to bode well for Seth. Yet it's still unclear exactly what happened to him, as the girls were not visual witnesses to the event itself. It's difficult to piece together Seth's fate, especially since there hasn't been a body recovered.
They didn't even have a body on
How do
this?
you think Michael knew Seth was out there?
He probably heard him talking.
Okay. So it's one of them.
Why
things
would these
where it's
guys
not
do
that
this
far apart.
in front of all these witnesses? Like,
He
what?
would- He would know Seth's voice.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. If we said anything to anyone, he would f***ing kill us.
So this is
next.
after the gunshots.
Yeah.
He came back into the house.
Yeah, with the gun. And he was
Elvis
waving it
Energy,
around.
thanks to
What kind of gun
follow.
was it?
It's a revolver.
Okay.
I mean, he's letting us like touching.
How is this entertaining? All right, Roy 6, we're done with you, buddy. I tried to work with you, and what do you guys know? What? Whoa, guys. Royal, did you ask how is this entertaining with the Fortnite animated Renegade Raider profile picture? Did you just do that? Did you have the courage to do that? How is it always someone beyond retardedly addicted to Fortnite? And you know what? If I'm the streamer that I think I am, and if I'm thinking I'm a good streamer, give you one more chance. Okay, fine. Deal.
So our fingerprints are on it.
It's interesting that Charlie is choosing to volunteer information about Mike letting them touch the revolver at this point. It could very well be that she has a guilty conscience and is trying to preemptively
What up,
dismiss
Board?
certain pieces
Give him
of
a
evidence
chance.
that indicate her guilt.
I'm gonna give him another chance. He said he was sorry. That's all right. You're welcome. You're my bad. I didn't mean to come at you, dude. But I'm saying, like, dude, you know the option is, and I know this has been blowing some people away whenever you watch videos in here, guys. I know. Just sit down for a second. This is gonna rock your socks. Guys, what if I told you that you don't have to watch this? I know some of you guys are confused here with this, but what if I told you that it wasn't something you were mandatorily required to do? Does that make any sense? Holy fuck. How so? Dude, like what?
Such as her fingerprints being on a weapon.
Like, dude, like what? What, for real? That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like what?
Like, I don't really know. Like,
Can we play Fortnite together? Join my Discord one day, yeah. Follow my socials, sure.
Around?
Yeah.
Okay, you document that. Now, did you hear any voices or anything that you told
All
me?
I heard it was Mike's voice.
Okay, and what did you hear Mike saying?
Guys, we're gonna pack these dudes away here. All right, we're saying goodbye to ESK. Escape, dude. You're out of the stream for the long, long time. What do you want to say to the chat? Pick a number, at someone in the chat, and say your goodbyes right now, dude. Escape, say your goodbyes right now. What up, Alex? Say your goodbyes. Fuck this shit, dude. Let's see what he says. All right. What up, Lil Kala? All right. What is he saying? Escape. All right, you know what? Remove from the broadcast. Bro, really doing reaction streams, bro, copying other streamers. This has to be a troll account. It's not? Is that a take? Copying other streamers? Are you out of your fucking mind? What's up, Mugaro? How you doing? Watching a YouTube video is copying other streamers? How are you this diseased? How do I draw these guys? I copied XQC. Everyone knows XQC was the first person to watch YouTube. We all know this. It wasn't Mr. Beast. It wasn't PewDiePie. Come on. Holy fuck, man.
This is what you get.
So when did you guys finally come out of the room?
The next morning.
Was anything different?
What up, Pete the Killer?
Mike in the video touched a gun. Ac7ionman touched a bong. But
Do you know
note
where
which
the bleach came
Fortnite
from?
player with an anime profile picture has
bleach
touched
on
a
the
pussy.
counter.
Go watch Hello Kitty and eat your mom's stuffed Oreos.
And Mike came into the room and he said,
What up, Pete? How you doing,
"Open
baby?"
your mouth about anything about last
I'm
night."
sorry, Hokey
And
Freak.
then
That's
I'm
my
not-
bad.
He said, "I gotta go. I'm going somewhere."
Okay, he left.
Yeah. He said, "I'm going somewhere. I'll be back later." And me and Amber went up to my friend Chris's house for.
Did you look around your house or anything to see what
Like,
I mean, you had to be curious about something,
I
right?
was looking around, but I didn't see anything. Like, I didn't see really anything.
Crazy and Vero, only one of you are staying. First one to insult their dad stays. All right, Crazy stays, Vero's going. We're gonna have viewer shit talk offs. Remove from the broadcast.
I mean, my shit. The only thing I really noticed was in my bathroom, my shower doors, not my bathroom, but the guest bathroom, shower doors were down.
Where was Michael the next day when you got up?
I sneaked this.
Just there?
Married to Trainwrecks TV. Who just followed me?
Up at her friend's house until maybe.
Is that a real person? No.
Did you call me? We didn't about 3.
So Michael was in the house
Corone,
long
39
before-
months. What's up, baby?
This is a minor discrepancy in what has been a very parallel story, since Charlie claims Mike was out and about making more threats, while Amber says he was asleep in his room until they left.
This guy, Justin Soto, was he there when this happened?
I didn't see him anywhere. Like, I don't think he was there. I think he was talking about going and talking to someone in another neighborhood about a job that he has to do, like, next week.
What have you heard about Seth? Tell me everything
He
you've
used
heard
to,
about Seth.
like, he used to date Amber and.
So you killed a 15-year-old over this?
I don't know, that's pretty much it. I guess he had some problems with some other kid and.
What kind of problems?
Once again, Justin uses two selective memory statements. I guess. And I
How
don't
are you
know,
gonna watch this dumb
followed by
shit when
another
new people join? They order the same thing they ordered from the beginning vid.
Are probably wondering where they went wrong as their kid
but it could
goes to watch
suggest that
Carl
he's withholding
Jacobs in a made
information related
outfit.
to the case.
Their dad's
It's
so
possible
embarrassed
that he's
to
either
go out
protecting
that they DoorDash alcohol, and the instructions say hit me over the head till I beg for mercy.
someone else.
Dude, it's a love triangle, man. It's called paying attention. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck.
Or himself.
All right, come on, guys.
This is also only an indication of deception when it isn't part of someone's normal speech patterns. Some teenagers and young adults use phrases like pretty much all the time. This is another instance that highlights the importance of the officers having some low-stakes conversations with individuals before the interrogation begins, so that they can get
What
a
up,
feel
Rated
for
Ruthless?
their baseline speech patterns. That way, if their word usage changes in association with certain topics, the officer can be more certain that something is off about that
right.
specific topic.
They try to change it, right?
They were just like talking.
I like that psyche breakdown right there.
I don't even know. Like, well, I think his name is Mike. Actually.
I knew you would remember. I had faith in you. When did you
It
first
was
meet
like-
Mike?
Oh, I met him like 2 years ago.
He met Mike nearly 2 years ago, but just a few minutes ago was acting like he didn't even know his name.
Right.
She makes one last-ditch effort to get him to open up to her.
So much we talk.
There it is. There's the snitch. There it is, baby.
So Justin needs to tell me what's going on.
Proximity, James. Thanks for the follow, man.
And think about what's best for Justin.
Yeah. I left yesterday. That's pretty much what happened.
Did you leave with Mike?
No.
Did you leave with anybody else?
Dude did a crime with 7 people.
All right, well, listen, give me a few minutes, and I'll be right back, okay? All right.
Dude did a crime with so many people.
And likely to get an update on what the other investigators have learned from their suspects.
Now here comes the good cop, bad cop.
Sorry. I'm sorry, bud. Do you mind if I talk to her again? Okay, I'm gonna bring Kyle in here with you, okay?
Yeah, for sure, Jason. No, they don't, man. Jason, I'm fucking banning you for the rest of the fucking stream. No, they don't, man. Manny, bye. Get these Fortnite dudes away. I'm getting these Fortnite guys out of here. I'm banning all of them. They all must go. They all must go, dude. They all have to go. Bro, get Fortnite out of your head, dude. The farther we go in the time, the less Fortnite that will be on the screen, dude. Stop being cringe, bro. I'm sorry, Blow Thy Seed. I'm sorry ever trying to watch a video. I'm sorry, dude. It's so weird, dude.
Amber Wright's half-brother. He's just finished a grueling one-on-one interview with a detective and is clearly...
Jeff, you're right. I am. To farm followers, though. Correct, dude. But when I'm on Just Chatting, they type the exact same fucking thing. So you're saying by being on the directory means what? Time to shut off our brains? Hey guys, there's Fortnite. I know, vibing. We're on the Fortnite directory, but there's no Fortnite on my screen. Let's go ahead and sit here and plunder into the abyss.
Stress.
God.
Both your kids are in a thing for murder.
At least watch a Fortnite video. Ban Toaster Bath 36.
I mean,
Admitting that everything was planned is extremely important because it proves mens rea.
That was pretty funny. You don't have to ban him. That guy was trolling.
So not only has Kyle
ban Mello though. Mello you can ban.
He's also admitted
no,
to a
you know
specific
what?
degree of murder.
Toasted, Mello's gonna take your spot for the night. Free Toasted, Mello, you're taking his spot. Yep, see ya. Give him an hour. See you in an hour, Mello. Good night. Give Mello an hour.
everything's gone. James is on it too.
On what? Is it on this?
Now Kyle has also unexpectedly implicated his stepfather, James Havens III, stating that he is in on it too. Kyle Hooper, much like his sister, has told detectives a bit of a story while his mother was present. However, they likely realize at this point that he is the weakest link, as he was the one who originally confessed to his mother. He certainly doesn't seem to want to tell the full story in front of her.
Told
So
his
the detective
mommy.
pulls him out into a room alone, where he sits wiping ink from his hands from his fingerprinting. Little does he know, a confrontation is about to begin.
So, sorry about that. What's wrong?
Pack Equinox now. Pack Equinox immediately.
I want to be perfectly honest with you, okay?
You should put a poll up before each stream and ask whether Mello gets spammed or stays for the whole stream.
Ban Bean World, ban Bean Face, Bean World, whatever his name is. Ban that guy with pink font with Bean in his name. Get that fucking retard out of here right now.
Okay? If you
Yeah,
take
Bean
that
Face,
opportunity,
goodbye.
Okay? You're a fool.
No, I'm not mind you at all.
Everything that comes out of your little mouth right now better be 110% the truth, okay? Alright, now let's start.
Yo, this lady's, I bet this,
And this is your...
I bet you this chick sucks the craziest dick. Like fucking calf spasms.
one and only last chance to correct any discrepancies you may have of the story that you told me. Okay? Want to start fresh?
No. Man, I'm scared.
Kyle, I'm sure you are. Okay?
I've never been to, I don't want to go. I don't want to go through none of this. I didn't even for none of this to happen.
And you know what,
This
Kyle?
is rise to me.
Right now is the time to man up. Right now is where the rubber meets the road. Okay? I can do nothing for you. I can do nothing. I can't talk to you if you're not going to tell me the truth.
She may be trying to empathize with him to make him feel like she cares, but she makes no hints or promises that he won't be locked up or that she will help him. Meanwhile, Kyle is hiding his face with his hand, which may indicate that he feels shame and wants to hide himself from the detective's gaze.
So let's start at the
Uh-oh.
beginning, okay?
Are you about to confess to a murder?
Just you and I here to start at the beginning. Tell me what really happened.
Kyle begins his story with important insight into his state of mind that night. He and his biological dad did not get along, which may have been a major factor in Kyle's sudden decision to move in with Charlie. To that end, he sold his laptop to raise quick cash for rent, and that instigated an argument with his mother. Feeling like he was losing his family, he went to his stepfather, James Havens, for mental support, who later dropped him off at Charlie's house. His anger and frustration may have been contributing factors to his fateful decisions later that night. With the stage set, Kyle begins his shocking tale.
He drops me off. We have this kid that comes over. His name's Brandon. He plays the guitar.
Brandon?
Yeah, his name's Brandon. He plays the guitar. He's got long hair. He's in a band and stuff like that.
That comes over to Charlie's house?
Yeah, he plays guitar, and well, he was out there playing guitar and stuff like that out in the front yard and everything. He was like getting all into it. He went in the house and pills or whatever. He was
What kind of pills were
I'm not sure. They were white pills.
Where'd he get them?
There's no telling where he gets
What's
them.
up, Leafy? What's up, little what? What's what?
Nothing about stuff like that, honestly.
Okay.
The detective is interested in these pills, but all Kyle can contribute is that they were white. Yet Mike's alleged drug use that night may have contributed to him making the decision to kill Seth and follow through with that choice. Although it's unknown what specific drug he may have taken, many illegal substances have been linked to increased levels of violence.
TSE, Walter, and Blux 101. Thanks to follow.
Some pills and so on.
And he was wired up, hyped up, and everything. And somebody brought up the name.
Kill off a perk, but snitch when you're sober. It's a good one.
He's like, man, I want to go to kill him tonight. He's like, I just want to.
What?
And he's like,
why?
Down? And I told him no. I told him I don't.
When he said you guys down, who's he talking to? You and
Bro, what? Why?
Amber, Charlie.
Why do you want to go on a killing spree?
Who's Roach?
The guy Justin Soto.
Oh, okay. So Soto was there.
Yes,
okay.
Kyle hesitates, but then officially places Justin at the scene on this night.
M Key, pick a number one. M Key, pick a number over 1 billion, under 3 trillion right now. Hurry up, dude. Associating with me not playing Fortnite, get him out of there. There you go. All right. He wants a 1.9 quadzillion year timeout. 1.9 quadzillion. All right. Remove from the broadcast. God.
Disputing his claims that he did not hang out with them and had no knowledge.
We're smoking weed and watching this.
Justin is going to have some explaining to do.
I know you were there. I know about what you did. I know that you participated. And I want to know exactly what you did so that I don't blame you for something you didn't do. Because everybody else is. All right? Yeah.
The detective has clearly learned details from the other interrogations. However, Justin doesn't know how much she knows, and she's implying they're laying the blame for events squarely at his feet. It appears that the detectives may be using the prisoner's dilemma as one of their tactics to get everyone to talk. This psychological dilemma involves separating people and then giving them a scenario in which each person must decide,
good night,
without
Luis,
being able to communicate, if they're going to cooperate with each other and stay silent.
Crazy good night.
Or if they're going to turn on the other and deflect blame off of themselves. All the while,
T6,
the
good
detectives
night.
tell each person that the other has already spilled all of their secrets and blamed them. Here, each of the suspects face this same decision dilemma. If they all stay quiet, there may not be enough evidence to convict them, or they could receive a lesser charge. But with the choice to cooperate with each other comes a great risk. If only one person stays silent while the
Yeah, I
rest
might get on
talk,
SSB later.
they risk getting blamed for everything. But if they talk, then they
Shipwreck
all could face
Jay with the
punishment.
10 gifted. Let's go, Jay.
On even more by suggesting each person that the others are pointing the finger at them. Is this just an excellent way for interrogators to get to the truth? Or is it unethical to pit suspects against each other, as it could incentivize false confessions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah. Well, I know what happened to Seth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, floor is yours.
T6,
Question
take a
is
walk.
Roach gonna look out for Roach? Or is Roach gonna not look out for
EV
him
walk.
and take the fall for everybody else?
What up, Garv? How you doing, man?
Since you put it that.
Jamie 95, walk.
This is what happens. Don't stay with.
As easy as that, Justin joins Kyle in revealing
Leon,
the
you're
truth
taking the
of
night
that
off.
horrible night. Meanwhile, Kyle's grim story is far from over. Mike has just taken the pills and is amped up and ready
Before,
for
see you in
violence.
19 years.
Was he talking about killing people? He's talking about killing Seth?
Pretty much, because he was like, man, because he's like, all you gotta do is find him.
Ryan, exile.
Like that, and he didn't want Amber to call him off the phone or text him. He didn't want nothing to have her or Charlie to have nothing to do with it.
What could Seth possibly have done to stir up such animosity with Mike? This couldn't have been a random event. There had to be a motive. Perhaps Amber has already given investigators a clue.
Why does Michael know? Because he loves Amber. So he's kind of, have you ever dated Michael?
We've never dated, but we've only things together. We've never dated.
Okay.
Despite what Amber says here, Seth certainly feels like she and Mike were in a relationship. The two former lovebirds engaged in a social media war after the breakup, which demonstrated how volatile things had become between them. In February of 2011, before the breakup, their Facebook posts were what one might expect from teens in love. But then on March 23rd, Amber announces that she is done, followed approximately a week later by a similar post from Seth, indicating that he is now single. Seth and Amber continue to express their frustrations, which leads to an online war. with friends on both sides providing support and sometimes a voice of reason when they take things too far. On April 3rd, Seth seems to want to extend the olive branch, but Mike gets involved and Amber makes it clear she wants nothing to do with Seth. According to some sources, it was around this time that Seth challenged Mike, and the two got into a fight. Despite being younger by 3 years, Seth apparently won the fight, deepening the rivalry between them. Battle lines are drawn. Amidst this online chaos, it's no wonder that Seth was suspicious about being jumped when Amber suddenly wanted to make nice with him and get back together.
Well, Amber decided and she agreed to it.
Your brother told me everything. So you can sit there and you can continue to lie and I'm gonna walk out and treat you like a piece of garbage. Or you can sit here and treat me with the respect that I treat you. Okay, and you can tell me the truth.
Yes.
What's your choice gonna be?
True.
Okay, speak up. So let's start at the beginning again. And you tell me this story. And the first time that I think you're lying, I'm getting up and walking out of here and I don't care what happens to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The detective is far more aggressive now. Amber begins with Brandon playing music and designates the same players on the scene, including Justin and her stepfather.
James and Brandon, they both left. And Mike was like talking to Charlie and Kyle and me. And he was like, you should call Seth. And I was like, for what? He was like, act like you're gonna make up with him. And I was like, for what, Mike? He's like, because I'm gonna kill him. And I was like, why are you gonna do that? He's like, because I'm tired of him.
This is a key moment, as Amber has now revealed her knowledge of Mike's intentions. This admission means that she knew something may happen to Seth if she called him to ask him to meet her. She's now gone from an innocent bystander to an instrumental part of Mike's plan.
So I went into the front with Charlie, and I called him, and I told him I wanted to make up.
With additional confirmation that the girls are not as innocent as they claimed, there is still another confrontation that needs to take place to get the full story.
I need you to be totally honest and truthful with me, okay? Because we have talked to other people. We've talked to Kyle, okay? And Kyle has told us his new version of the story, okay? He's, from at this point, he's been totally cooperative, okay? I know there's some things that transpired prior to. I know there were some conversations prior to about something happening.
Sorry about that, guys.
Being intentionally
I was very stupid.
Kyle has given them information. He wants to increase Charlie's discomfort so she will be more likely to talk.
I wasn't involved in that. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, it might have been between him and Mike, but I don't know.
Kyle has already, and I'll be honest with you, has implemented you in being involved in knowing or having knowledge to this thing transpiring prior to it happening.
But I didn't.
This what does it make?
Ayo, Parallel, do an hour ban. Remove from the broadcast. Some of you guys are going to have to adapt and grasp that because there isn't Fortnite on the screen, that it's not entertaining. Your life has to move on. I don't know how to explain it any easier, man.
Makes sense to me. You're telling me that you guys are in this house. You drew out a diagram for me of your house where everybody was sitting at. The C is for me. The A is for Amber. The K is for Kyle. The S is for Seth. And then Mike was in his room.
Jam Cam,
correct?
good night.
Okay. Who else was at this house that you did not put in there?
Go be bored somewhere else, Jam Cam. Goodbye. Go fuck yourself. Your dad's a straight up bitch.
He was.
Fuck you.
It seems likely that Kyle, Amber, and
Yo,
Yo, what up, Ricky?
Or do you blame your chat though?
Do I blame him? Yeah, I blame him. Move on from Fortnite.
Oh, you train them like this.
Bro, train what? Bro, train what, man? I played it 8 hours, 7 hours yesterday. I'm gonna play it later. I'm saying, bro, Ricky, stop trolling right now, man.
Bro, they want more.
I'm not letting you ruin my high. I'm deafening. Fuck you.
Correct?
Yeah.
No
You're right, guys. So if what Ricky said is true, I made you a retard who's addicted to Fortnite. That's what you're saying.
Fortnite on the screen. Oh no, chat. Terry's no Fortnite. Channel is gonna die. Wait. He's farming for for the replays.
That's where you going. How did he come to that house? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a different story in that other room.
Finally, hilarity in this. Finally, a funny moment in this boring ass stream.
This right foot, one in front of
This
the
stream
other. He physically came
sucks.
to the house. This is where you need to be truthful. You need to be truthful with me. Because right now you're beating at the bush. And you're not being truthful with me. Can we both agree on that?
This at least is progress in the right direction. Let's check in with Kyle. Once he pulls himself together, he provides
Dakota's, dude, I DM'd him.
for Seth.
If he wants to play, I DM'd him, dude.
And there was time because my ex-girlfriend, I found him in the bed with my ex-girlfriend, and I really didn't like that, and I loved her, but I really didn't want to go out and kill the kid. It wasn't my intention.
Oh my God.
And he comes, all right. Well, Mike was talking about it. He's like, listen, he's like, I'll do it. And believe it or not, Amber wanted it done. Amber don't want nothing to do with him. Amber wanted him dead and gone. He deserved it.
Kyle is deflecting responsibility off
No
himself by justifying
way.
what they did by blaming the victim and stating that he deserved
Yeah, dude,
it.
I'll get on for DK, 100%.
I didn't want to do it, and I didn't want nothing to be a part of it. I didn't want nothing. But
Dude, the gravity of this situation. I know I'm pausing the video a lot, but the gravity of this, man, is crazy, man. Like, dude, like, chat, we can joke around, give hour timeouts, 2-hour bans, week ban, day bans, blah, blah. This is a life. This is for life. This is a lifetime of fuck up and misery. All right here. This is a lifelong choice to say, like, you just fucked up your whole life. Life is over now.
Said he would do it. So you and he kept on saying, man, I'll take
Big Rob, are you gonna sub or no?
Everything, I'll do it. I'll do everything. I'll take the blame if the cops ask you if anything. I'll take.
Big Rob, you subbing or no, dude? What do you think?
Kyle is admitted to
You
quite
are,
a bit
Alex.
so far. He seems to mistakenly believe that Mike could take all the blame for killing Seth if he's the only one who pulls the trigger.
It's whatever. And Amber agreed to it.
Remove from the broadcast.
Soda, Roach, everybody agreed.
He agreed.
Everybody agreed.
Amber agreed.
Mm-hmm. And
Charlie agreed.
What up, Rary?
Mike said he would do it, and you agreed. So there's 5.
In case you guys are wondering why he got banned, he was banned for over-the-top sneak dissing and direct dissing while not being subbed as a habitual offender. That's what happened right there. He a habitual line stepper. So wherever the line is, he consistently crossing the line. Boom, boom, boom. He crossed the line over and over again. Okay? You guys miss him? You guys miss Big Rob? You guys miss Big Rob? Does anybody fucking miss Big Rob in here or no? If you miss him, what do you miss about Big Rob? What do you miss about him? Okay, Jeff, you miss him. What do you, Stinky Beef doesn't. What do you guys miss about him? Tell me what. Tell me what you miss about him. His girth? What do you miss about him, man? Nothing! I miss his personality, intelligence.
The detective makes it perfectly clear that Kyle is stating that each of them were involved in premeditation for murder.
Mike's like, man, I can't do this. It's got to be done now. He's like, wait, we can't. He's not. He's sitting in the love seat. He's like, it's got to be done now. Mike opened the door. I come out. I hit him over the stick, the head.
Where was Seth when you hit him?
He was in the chair.
Okay.
And I hit him over the head.
That's how big and fat he was.
Kyle had previously admitted that both he and Justin Soto intended to hit Seth to make it easier for Mike.
How many? There's 5 people that on this crime. 6 people.
Make them just as culpable as Mike.
6 people on a
He's now
murder.
admitted that he actually followed through on his part.
It's not funny.
In another room, Charlie's detective is about to use this event
It's insane.
to
Like,
coup de grace.
it's the exact opposite.
At no time did you ever say, when Kyle hit Seth across the head with this stick, board, or whatever it is.
IB 610. Goodbye.
What the hell are you doing?
Hopefully your kid got the mother's
What's
genetics.
going on? If you didn't know what was going on, you see the picture I'm painting now? Obviously, you had to know what was going on.
Remove from the broadcast. What up,
would have asked
Cajun?
this question.
Spice
If you're
with the
not
10
sitting in
months.
this room,
Chris, 13 months. Anime Boy, follow.
whoever's
X
sitting
Coop
over there
F, thanks.
beat the
Follow.
hell out of him. Aren't you gonna want what's going on? You never said that. You know why? You know why? Why?
So I knew something might have happened.
Exactly.
Charlie finally admits that she knew.
All right, Real GC. I don't know what the fuck you just typed, but we gotta get these assholes out of here. Real GC, who the fuck you talking to, man? What the fuck are you doing in here, man? How come you can't let us just watch the fucking video in here, man? Why can't you? All right, so Real GC, suck my dick. Whoa, ban that guy. Mods, ban Braxton. All right, one sec. Remove from the broadcast. Been following me since September of 2021, just to type that right now. That guy's been in the stream since September of 2 years ago to have it all come to a halt and end right now. Literally fucking why? God fucking damn it.
Something might happen. Once the detective started.
This is why we get 200 bans a fucking stream.
It didn't take very long for her to break under the pressure.
I hit him and he stood up. And when I broke it over his head 3 times, he stood up. And then Roach come in, and then he hit him with his stick, and he was.
What's up, Miss Catherine?
He was trying to go through the kitchen, and Mike shot him in the back twice with the gun.
Kyle hit something, and I flew against the counter, and I looked.
Roach hit him with a stick too?
Yeah, I didn't look at it. I was in the kitchen, and all I seen was Seth fly, and then Kyle Roach flew, and Mike flew right behind him. And Charlie was like, come in the room, come in the room, come in the room. When Kyle hit him over the head, that's when we ran into the room because we didn't know where Mike was. Like, we thought he was in his room. And
Where's Mike?
That's where he was.
Like, what does it matter where Mike is? You just saw this guy you just saw this 15-year-old get killed. Fuck Mike. What the fuck are you worried about Mike for? Wait, what?
But, like, we didn't know where he was with the gun.
Okay. And then he was still trying to go out. He was still trying to go out the front door, and Mike just kept on shooting him. I kept on telling Mike, I was like, "Stop it! Stop it! Let him go! Let him go!"
I thought it was Seth.
And he just kept on shooting him. And he goes out. He goes out the house.
I just got out of the way and like pumped his ass.
And Roach grabs him like this.
Tipsy, goodbye.
Seth on the ground and has him choked. And
Give that guy the Fortnite only role in Discord as well, too.
but he kind of messed up.
He didn't have it. He's Fortnite only.
Who messed up his name?
Roach.
Okay.
Soto. And he rolled over, and Mike come up and shot him in the head, and that's when it was over.
Mike shoots him. How many times?
Like 5 times maybe, I guess.
Right there on the spot?
And
Bro, this is so crazy.
And come back into, and then I was like, Mike's like, man, grab him, you gotta grab him.
What's up, Bagel? You're a sperm whale.
You gotta grab him. And I was scared, I was freaking out.
Ryan with the 3 months. What up, baby? Credit, thanks for the resub, dude.
Pulled him up the stairs.
Thank you for the 4 months, credit.
Grabbed who?
Seth. I started pulling him up the stairs.
Was Seth still alive?
Partially, yeah.
Okay, so he was still breathing at that time.
He was partially still alive.
I walked in the room with her. I was so shooken up. I'm staring at her. I'm crying. She's trying to hold me to stop crying. I'm about to puke from it all. And then they got him in the house and laid him on the floor.
And then they put him in the bath. And then
Who put him in the bathtub?
Roach come in and he helped put him in the bathtub.
Did you help put Seth in the bathtub?
Yeah,
What's up, E-Guild? Thanks for that, man. Ted, thanks to follow.
And then that's his one head.
And then when he was in the bathtub, he just
Ban bald head. Mackie, ban bald head.
And shooting him, and I had to grab him like this to pull him back, and I told him to stop. I said, "Listen, you need to stop right now." And then I come in, and then Mike's wanting to break it. I come in, and Mike's trying to break his kneecaps. To put
Is
him
he
in a
dead
hog
at this
tie.
point, or is he
Yeah,
still?
he's completely dead.
Who broke his legs and knees?
I think Mike did it.
And that's when Mike
Get Luigi out of here for an hour,
had
please.
his leg pulled out like this with some in his hand, some hard, trying to break his kneecap.
How'd you get the stretch marks on your legs? Fighting with Seth?
No, I didn't. It's still woods and stuff.
Finding
Give Jason
firewood?
an hour.
Finding firewood?
Yeah,
To burn up, Seth?
I guess, yeah.
And then Mike was like, Roach, get him in the bathroom. And then Charlie was like, Amber, don't walk out there. Don't walk out there. We don't need to see it. That's when Mike walked in the room with his pen in his hand. And he was like, I love you both, but if you say anything, I'll kill you both.
When a person threatens to kill another person to get them to commit a crime, that creates a duress defense. However, this is not usually a defense to a homicide, as it's considered wrong to take another person's life, regardless of whether your own life has been threatened. Furthermore, since Amber was aware and participated in these events before there was ever a threat involved, her part in the murder is already done.
Right.
22. 22. Okay. 22.
What is video
revolves
called?
all
I don't
mine.
even know.
Where is it at right now?
What's up,
It's under
Dartha?
the house in the air duct.
That's where the gun's at right now.
That's where the gun
Where
is
are the
supposed to be
sticks
at right now.
that you guys
Everything got burned.
He then begins to explain.
Goodbye
how he
forever,
disposed of
Jose.
Seth's body once his kneecaps were broken in the bathtub.
And then he hog tied him. And then he put him in the bag.
In what bag?
The like I said, that sleeping bag.
Okay, so after the bathtub, they put him in some blue thingy that you said
Yeah,
was like a
a
bag.
bag or something.
Okay,
He
what do
was
they
brought
do?
up- He was brought up there.
Who brought him out?
Mike Hurtado.
It says Mike and Soto.
They brought him up there.
They brought him up there first.
After a pause, Justin amends his story since the detective already knows he was involved, but just a little bit. He'd already been collecting wood for the fire, and now they got it started in the backyard, preparing to dispose of the body in the bag.
We had these two tires. The tires, now the rubber was supposed to, I guess what Mike said was supposed to overdo the smell of the burnt body, something like that. So,
where'd you get the tires?
The tires were already in the front yard. They come off of some car or something, and then I come out there. And then
Why are you even doing this, you fucking moron?
Something about the shovel, like I guess he hit him over the head with a shovel or something. Because he
Ban
he's
blow
still,
thy
Mike
seed
said
forever.
He's crazy. The guy's completely dead. And he's still hitting.
If what Kyle is saying is true, Mike continuing to strike the body with a shovel could suggest that he's trying to relive the experience of killing Seth. He may have felt a rush of adrenaline when he first attacked the victim, and he wants to feel that excitement again. The drugs Mike took may have also contributed to his frenzied behavior.
You and Mike stayed out there and watched the body burn in the fire,
I
right?
stayed out there.
You stayed out there by yourself?
Bro, gross, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I appreciate your being honest about that, okay? So I guess it was your job to make
What
sure
up,
the
Sundown?
body burned?
I just wanted
Una on the sticks, thanks to follow.
The next morning, when the fire's out, Mike prepares what remains of Seth's body for disposal.
We're just going around there. Mike's in the back picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything.
No, it is Sleepy Shade.
Putting them into them paint, them containers with paint and everything.
I'm doing good, misconducting. How you doing, man?
He was at that point. He was just doing everything by himself at that point because everybody just said, "We're done."
Where is Seth right now? Where is all of his body parts?
It's somewhere in Ocala.
Where?
Oh, well, it's some rock quarry thing or whatever.
This quarry was a place Mike had once gone swimming with an ex-girlfriend, and he knew it was a desolate place, perfect for disposing of the paint buckets that contained his victim.
It's out. You brush your teeth, right?
Yeah.
You know what toothpaste look like, right?
Yeah.
You ever mashed it?
Yeah.
You ever try to put it back in there?
I can't go back in.
Can't.
I want my mom in it. mother-in-law.
Can't go back in, can
No.
You want your mommy? Amber faces the music you want your mommy?
What were you thinking?
I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be.
There was no threat at the time.
Right, what are you scared about?
Seth wasn't even there. So what? I mean, what are you being afraid of? Seth wasn't even there. There was nothing for Mike. Mike, you said Mike told me I love you both. He would never do anything to hurt you. What were you thinking about getting Seth up there?
I wasn't thinking at the time.
Did you just hate Seth that bad?
I didn't hate him. I was hurt.
Does your mom know about that?
Damn, you set his ass up. You going to jail, bitch.
What do you think your mom's gonna say when you... Does your mom know this true story?
Mm-hmm. She knows what I told her.
What do you think mom's gonna say? Not one of her children, but both her children are involved in murder.
Last but not least, there's Justin.
I just don't want to get into more shit. I didn't even want to get into shit. I just wanted just to get my life together. My family going to the military and everything, but it's fucking out of the picture.
Yeah.
Well, my life pretty
Why
much is
didn't
out
you
of the
just?
picture.
Let me ask you this. You know, you're telling me you wanted to get your life straight, this, that, the other.
I don't
you know,
like-
that's all bullshit. Because
I
if you
just
wanted to
don't
get
like-
your life straight, you know what you would have done? You would have not participated in this.
Right.
You would have called the cops and said, "This is what's about to happen to this kid." You gave no regard to another person's life. Why didn't you call 911? You don't call 911?
I don't like 911.
But you let a person die.
Damn.
Because that's the honorable thing to do.
With interrogations complete, the
Yeah, it
detectives
is.
begin sending the suspects one at a time to where Kyle and his mom are waiting.
It's just like my life. He said, fuck, my life is over. I don't call 911 with a net worth of $5.
That's why I need to talk to the detective again. I'm gonna just come out with it. I'm gonna get everything done and over with, and I just want it all done. So I told him.
If someone cannot afford an attorney, they have a constitutional right to have an attorney appointed. This is explained to every person in custody as a part of their Miranda rights. But Kyle doesn't seem to fully comprehend this right.
I wish I would have never met this kid, man.
Who? I wish you didn't meet Mike.
That too.
Where's her attorney?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I haven't even seen him ever.
Can I have mom come out?
I had to. They knew we were lying.
They knew we were lying.
Immediately, Amber confronts Kyle.
For a second. Take your mom's purse.
Yeah.
And give your mom.
Look at them. They're all going to snitch on each other. These cops are good.
We've interviewed Amber, Charlie, and now you can't now. I know you're lying to me.
You've seen this,
They
Tazu?
begin talking about the interrogation. It's likely that they're unaware that they're being recorded.
I'm sorry, guys.
He's not gonna wait for me.
He's not going to wait for me.
Charlie taps her arm.
Bro, what? What? You're worried about this fucking loser drug addict guy? What the fuck is like? You're worried about me? That's all you're thinking about? How is this real? How is this possible? How is this happening? How, what? You just lost your life forever. And the first thing you think about is how some drug addicted, no job, no future can't take care of you or anyone ass loser. Like, what the fuck is going on? That's who you're worried about? You're crying over this loser? No fame forever with the follow. AJ, see ya. Thanks for the follow.
Her husband's name is tattooed. With the prospect of facing incarceration before them, the conversation turns to their feelings about the idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm terrified.
I am too.
Because I'm actually going to an actual jail.
Yeah.
And then an actual prison. It's no like juvenile.
Well, I'll probably be going.
You can't, you're 15.
Yep, they can trial me as an adult. 'Cause I actually.
In time, they begin to speculate about the one person who is still missing, Justin.
Before you and him don't interview, Roach was already out. I already been talking about cigarettes.
I'll get on GTA in a little bit, man. Chill.
Roach now. And I even said if they don't do anything, if like they don't do anything about us with us, then we're gonna have to watch our backs.
Well, we might.
With anybody.
With everybody.
You know, people are gonna hate us for this. People that don't even know us are gonna be looking for us if we get out of this.
You're not getting out of it.
There's a 15-year-old kid murdered because of us. Do you honestly think people want to be around that? Do you think people think there's those kind of people are supposed to be here?
Yeah, but it's not our fault.
Hell, I don't even like.
Yes, it
those
is.
People. And I'm one of them now.
I don't
And I didn't even do anything.
Throughout their discussions, they've been placing the blame squarely on Mike as the ringleader, discounting their own contributions to Seth's murder. As Kyle
There's no
does
wheeze,
here,
DJ.
they seem
Get
to
used to a
struggle acknowledge
whole
what
lot
they've
less
done and take
Fortnite, buddy.
responsibility for
Bye.
their own actions.
Amber.
More viewers of 90% of the people on the game right now watching videos. Wake the fuck up, dude. I'm not playing Fortnite for 200 more people. I don't feel like it, man. Not right now. Read the fucking room. You're here for the drugs? Nice. God. Yes, dude, I'll get on GTA with Aiden, but I can't, quote, play with him. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, but we'll get on it, dude, all right? Just chill, bro. Like, damn, it's not life or death. Like, bro, I stream 12 hours a day, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Clothes that you had on.
Come on, dudes.
After Amber answers the detective's question, Kyle takes the opportunity to try to find out some information.
Can you tell us anything what's gonna happen to us?
Yep, I sure can. I will. Just in 1 second. Just let me go back and tell him what she said. What
Yeah, I
shirt
started
did you
doing
have
it.
on?
That's it.
This is the story. You're an adult, correct? Juvenile and juvenile, correct? Am I right? You two are under 18 and you're 18. You're all going to be booked with first-degree premeditated murder.
Holy fuck.
You two will go to the juvenile assessment center. You will go to the Marion County Jail. Take a deep breath. You'll have no bond. You won't be getting out. Honey, this is not.
How many years?
Everybody just take a deep breath.
Like, well, since we really didn't do anything.
See, but you did. First of all, let's get over that hump right now, okay? That we really didn't do anything because everybody's complicit here. A person died. A person was murdered, okay? We all knew about it. We all planned it. We were all involved in getting it done. So let's hop that hurdle first, okay? Let's man up to the fact that, damn it, this was a pretty heinous crime and we all had something to do with it. Now we got to deal with what will happen to us from that, okay?
Yeah, well, it was like the fact, like, I know I was scared because Mike had a gun and
you know what? Stop it. You think we haven't been listening to everything you guys have been saying in here? Are you that stupid, really?
They really are.
Just stop.
They really are, which is the sad part. They really are.
Oh, yeah. You lied about a few things. But anyway, that's what's going to happen. It is one step at a time. Remember to breathe. That's how we get through stuff like this, okay?
Remember to breathe.
But you know what? I will say, you, sir, I have a lot of admiration for because at least you told the truth.
Having praised Kyle for his honesty, she informs them that they will be booked but that they still have the trial to determine their guilt or innocence.
What? How? Is Roach gonna go through this?
Yes, he is too. He's admitted his part. He will be booked also.
She tells Kyle and
Don't
Amber
worry,
they
all
will let
four
her
of you
see her
retards
mother
are
before
going.
They have to leave and then departs. The staggering reality of their situation begins to sink in.
We're all in for murder.
Idiots! Oh yeah, it was so funny and cool, wasn't it?
What?
Dummy.
Did you say, why did you lie? This is our life now.
Oh my god.
We didn't do anything with the body or anything like that. I get 5 years, I'm 20, but I don't know.
Amber is unable to grasp the
Poke
true
Metro
magnitude
7
of
months,
what a
Ralphie 11
first-degree
months,
murder conviction
Cackalo
would
with
mean.
Apollo.
5 years would be a drop in the bucket compared to what she could expect.
5 years? Yeah, what?
And I'm gone, Joe. Joe's gonna be gone. He's not gonna stay at all.
You're worried about Joe.
Might light us all. I'm so scared. I'm gonna get my ass beat in there.
Yes, you are. Every day.
It's gonna be like a gigantic fresh little meat. Probably gonna be the smallest fucking person in there. Don't always this. Oh, you're going to the thing. I'm going to the big thing.
I'm going to the big thing.
Juvenile is fucking crazy. The jail is cool.
I'd still rather go to juvenile than adult if I'm a
The
kid.
juvenile is all these. I'm so scared. It's gonna ram me.
Joey! We're talking about Joey!
The detectives let Justin into the room.
We're worried about
He's
Joey!
not happy.
Uh-oh.
We're screwed.
Yeah, I know that.
And Mike's fucking running while we're all handling it for him. I want my mom.
I want my mommy. Have fun wanting your mommy for the next 1,000
I
years.
just want my life to end right now.
Huh?
I just want my life to end right now.
Detectives now had a pretty good idea of what may have happened to Seth, but there were still missing pieces to the puzzle.
Poor
and
kid.
a suspect at large. However, everything was about to fall into place. Later that same night in Stark, Florida,
Taking your
James
VIP for that
Williams
one,
Sr.
Dilla.
was driving home.
In
He
Discord.
only stopped at work long enough to tell his boss that he
Oh, that one was worth it.
because there was something very important. that he
Literally
had to
going in the
do.
Discord, they're taking away
That
live right
something
now.
was taking Mike Bargo to turn himself in to the police.
You'll get
Mike
it back
was
when
his
you
daughter's
behave.
boyfriend, so Mr. Williams had offered him sanctuary in good faith, unaware of the real reason Mike needed a place to lie low. Yet just before, for his overnight shift, Mike admitted the truth to him, or at least
All right, let's give you the worst roles possible here.
In. Now,
All right, guys, so here are the roles that I'm going to give Iller, you guys. First, we're going to take away his level 50. And now we're going to go way fucking down here. We're going to go to King Gervonta is going to be one of his roles. Attention whore. Raised bitch. Fuck turtles. Survived abortion. Penis. Brewing aggressive new disease. Server cum dumpster. Blowing huge infested AIDS loads. Dying a pointless, slow, meaningless AIDS death. Snitch. Sits in here all day and does nothing with his shitty retard ass life. In class for no reason because I can't read or learn. Needy, mentally crippled tantrum. My mouth is a toilet and dishwasher for men. COVID-19 survivor. No, I'm not going to give you that one. Gruesomely down bad. Huge, unreal Satan spawn scum piece of hell shit with a shit and a fire emoji. Ultra super next level piece of shit. Walking feces. Worthless piece of shit. Serious Cosby vibes. Toxic Timmy. Spam artist. Bryce Hall wannabe. Okay. Enjoy your roles. You guys can go take a look at Iller. Look at Iller Blades roles, embrace them. There you go, buddy. All right.
Cleared of his work obligations, Mr. Williams was on his way to help him do just that.
Much love, Juicy.
However, as he neared his house, he witnessed a multitude of flashing blue lights surrounding it. It seems the police had already tracked Mike.
You guys, just know that Iller survived COVID-19, and I'm still not giving him the role because I'm trying to discredit him as much as I can. He's literally beaten COVID, and I'm not giving him that fucking role. So there's that.
And we're going to relieve him of his duty. This is James Williams Sr.
Remove from the
Margo's
broadcast.
girlfriend Kristen,
Huge
and is the man he
piece of
chose to
shit.
stay with while on the run from police.
Tell me how you became involved in this and what knowledge do you have?
Okay. I just run down everything exactly to the T as what happened.
Okay.
Yesterday, I got a call from him.
This guy's involved?
From my daughter.
No way.
Want to know if he could come up and stay at my house for a couple of days. At which point she didn't tell me anything more than that. And then he called shortly thereafter.
The world. They did not see him
"Look, I
escaping
got
from the
called
crime
in
scene.
Ocala. The place I was living. Got into a fight.
Make a Minecraft server?
And
I did.
they threw me out of the house and I needed a place to stay for a few days while things cooled down. And he said, and he started getting all emotional. And I kind of figured it was something, I said,
The
"What's going
father
on,
of Mike's
Mike?"
girlfriend.
And he said, Jimmy, he said, at that point, I believe he said yesterday or the day before. I believe he said the day before. That somebody had his little sister and he shot him 8 times and killed him.
Mike seems to feel the need to get things off his chest,
What?
but still can't bring himself to be completely honest.
And I started talking to him and I said, look, man, I said, I'm telling you right now, I don't need no trouble like this. And I said, you don't either. The best thing for you to do is turn yourself.
This is Mike's dad?
And he pretty much agreed that that's what he was going to do. Said he was going to call his father to come get him.
If he can get to
Mr.
Mexico,
Williams claimed he had a strict
dude, if he can get to Brazil, he needs to get south of Brazil. He needs to get out. He needs to get to South America. If he can get to like South America somewhere, he can live over there. If he can get to South America and somehow get to like an Asian country somehow, like from an airport or something, you could get away. That's what you'd have to do. You'd have to get out of America and Canada right away. You'd have to get across the border somehow.
job, so he had to go check in before he could request time off.
No, I'm not rooting for
He went to
Mike.
do
The
so,
fuck?
intending to come
I'm not
back and be
rooting
the
for
one to
Mike,
take Mike
guys.
to the station, even though he didn't tell him. While he's gone, Mike decides to open up to someone else in the household. This is Crystal Anderson, Mr. Williams' live-in girl.
I look at the chat and I realize so many fallen soldiers have been in here tonight, guys. Man, oh man, what a bloodbath.
Friend, she was at the house during Mike's visit.
And then after I got done cooking, and I got Jim up to go to work, and he left my
Yeah, we'll put on hood videos in a little bit.
and he said that the little girl that lives there, that's 15 years old, said that her boyfriend had raped her. And I was like, oh my God, are you for real? And he's like, yeah, and he's like, I killed him. I said, what?
Well, I think today's Video Monday anyways, or today's Video Tuesday. No, Video Monday, guys. I'm just making shit up.
According to Crystal, Mike claimed that he killed Seth because Seth had allegedly assaulted Amber.
What's up, Clarissa? How
Because
are you?
James and Crystal are important figures in his girlfriend's life.
Video
he may have
Monday
wanted to make
or
himself look
Tuesday.
better in their eyes. If he said he only killed to protect a girl he saw as his little sister, he may
It's
have
so
believed he
easy
would
to do
appear more
videos, man. I'm
sympathetic to
sorry.
them.
Especially like good videos people want to watch.
And he said that after he did that he took 5 gallons
What's up, Amanda 90? How you doing today?
and put the ashes in the bucket. Him and the girl's stepdad had drove
Videos every day at this point. Yeah, dude. You know who else watches videos every day? Hassan Abi. You know what he averages a stream? You know how many? Dude, I'm saying ban that guy right away. All right, let's get Josh out of here. Bye, Josh. Bye, Josh. Who else are we getting out of here right now? Can't have the culture of these assholes sneak dissing and hate watching in here. All right, wait. What's up, Dirty? How you doing? All right, get Caleb out of here. Yeah, I'm actually really good at reacting, dude. A lot of people enjoy it, dude. It's just a few specific assholes that are retardedly addicted to Fortnite. Watches TikTok. Right, or they watch TikTok all day. I could put on TikTok. I prefer videos like this. I could watch TikTok, but the point I'm trying to say, don't make it sound like that it's bad content when it literally pulls the biggest streamers most viewers and down the line as well. Stop acting like you're woke for making it seem like because you don't see fucking stupid ass fucking Fortnite on your fucking screen. God. Jesus Christ.
Where they go swimming at.
They play games, right, dude? Right. And then they drop viewers when they play games. Right now, I don't feel like either A, taking a fucking Adderall and playing Fortnite for fucking hours, getting streams, like I don't feel like going through any of that right now. So I'm gonna do this instead, man. And this isn't some sort of foreign fucking concept. God.
And I took cinder blocks and tied them to the bucket
Yeah, vitamins. Yeah.
and threw his body in the river.
Crystal's story cements James Haven's culpability as she describes that he was involved in disposing of the body. Several accounts place Justin Soto at the scene too. Allegedly, Amber texted James Havens, her stepfather, and asked him to come to Charlie's house. Once there, James helped Mike and Justin load the paint.
All right, Falcon, we're done for the day, Falcon. Is this a troll account?
And Mike gave him directions to the quarry.
Falcon.
There, they used
No,
the
you're
leash to
not
tie
skilled
cinder blocks to
troll.
the
All right,
buckets
we're done for the
and
day.
threw them
See you
into
later,
the
Falcon.
quarry.
God.
And he called his dad. And this guy told him that's what had busted through their house. And they were looking for him. And I told him,
Remove from the broadcast.
I told Jim what's going on.
Get
You guys
fucking
got to
banned.
tell him. I said, I can't let him get in no trouble because you want to be crazy. And I had called my cousin that was across the road, but nobody was home because I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. And is that when we showed up?
Yeah.
Now that these interviews have concluded, there is of
Oh,
course one
gather
more
all
person
your
who the police
jackets.
need to have a little chat with.
Michael. Here he is.
How you doing?
So popped.
This is 18-year-old Mike Bargo, mastermind and instigator of the Seth
Goodbye,
Jackson
Mikey.
murder. He flops down in the chair where the detective directs him, his body language immediately seeming to indicate that he will not be as cooperative as his fellow conspirators.
Yo, like, I get these out there, like, they're really killing my wrist.
Mike may be feeling powerless, so he tries to take control of the situation right away by asking to have the handcuffs removed. The detective complies, likely to build goodwill.
I got a hole in that hand, and as you can
Man, Mike, you are so fucked. How did you get caught, retard?
Okay. I think you know why I'm here to talk to you. Okay, before we talk or anything, I have to advise you of your rights. You understand that?
Dude, Ricky, did you sing like a songbird the second you sat down, you piece of shit? Serpent of Despair, Jordan, thanks for the follow. AK31, thanks for the follow. Nate's in the next room, he's sleeping.
I like being on one phone call, because I need to go call my lawyer.
You want to talk to a lawyer? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I'll talk to you, but I don't want to call my dad. I want to call my dad.
Hold on a second.
Here's the legal part he has to get
You want
down.
to talk to a lawyer. Do you want I talk to a lawyer or do you want to talk to me? I want to clarify that first.
Talk to a lawyer.
Well, now they have all the evidence on you, so it doesn't matter.
The detective cuffs him again and leads him away. Before questioning has even begun, it is over. The so-called Summerfield Six, Mike Bargo, Amber Wright, Kyle Hooper, Charlie Ely, Justin Soto, and James Havens III were charged for their roles in Seth Jackson's murder and faced trial. James Havens III was charged as an accessory to murder after the fact for helping dispose of the body and pleaded guilty. His sentence carries a penalty of up to 30 years in prison, but the most recent updates indicate that his sentence was deferred. Amber,
Wow.
Kyle, Charlie, and Justin were convicted of first-degree murder, receiving life sentences.
Well, they all got life.
In 2020, after serving nearly 10 years of prison time, Charlie Ely's lawyer earned a retrial on claims of an ineffective defense team, and she accepted a plea deal for second-degree murder,
She'll get out.
reducing her sentence by a decade. With time served, she was freed at
She's out.
27 years old.
Wow.
As both the primary instigator and shooter, Mike Bargo was sentenced to death for this crime and awaits his fate on death row. His last words before heading back to his cell after sentencing were reportedly, "May God have mercy on my soul."
Damn, that shit was heat, boy.
The following interrogation footage has never been seen before.
Wait, is there TOS in this? I don't think they show anything, right? 2 hours? I know, dude. I have 20,000 hours streamed on Twitch. Do you guys know I streamed Halo to 60 viewers for almost 10,000 hours? Would you like that to be put in perspective? Do you have any idea? Did you know that? Did you know? Did you have any idea? You didn't know? Fuck. All right, my bad.
Grandma.
Oh my God.
You do now? What up, Blue? Trippy Red is a...
I'm not going to ask any questions right now until we get.
What would make a grandmother emotionally break down like that? For Karen Brooke, it was the murder her 15-year-old granddaughter, Alyssa Bustamante, just confessed to. If you had to describe Alyssa Bustamante's childhood with a single word, it would undoubtedly be tragic. According to case documents, Alyssa confided in a mental health professional that she had been subjected to severe mistreatment at a young age. The resulting trauma led to Alyssa being diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, and the doctor stated she developed an abhorrence for violence. She'd been the result of a teenage pregnancy, as her mother, Michelle, was only 15 years old when she was born. Though her grandparents were excited to have
You can't watch it, Prexy? All right, what do you think your options are, Prexy? Either A, watch it, or B, not watch it. Is it creating a benign tumor in your brain? Is your brain fucking exploding at your options here, man? Seriously though, is it? What is wrong with some of you in here, man? I followed you because you're funny. This is retarded. Okay, dude, then how about this? I had the plan, dude. Okay, here's the plan. Goodbye, so long, farewell. There you go, dude. And now you can unfollow because I'm unfunny. Fucking piece of shit. What is wrong with some of you, man? I'm sorry, Madra. I don't mean to scream at you guys. That was directed to that one person sneak dissing. Bro, we aren't taking Adderall playing Fortnite every single stream. I did it yesterday for 6-7 hours. I did it the day before for 4. I'll do it tomorrow. I get more viewers when less big streamers are on. I don't feel like putting in more effort to less viewers. I don't want to do it. I've been on Twitch too many years. There you go. There's the absolute truth. I don't fucking feel like it. I don't want to risk going on SSB and having boring interactions and wasting my time. There it is. So can we please just watch the video now? There it is. Jesus fucking Christ. Now you know the truth. Okay.
Children, Alyssa's parents, Michelle and Caesar, weren't prepared
Sorry.
for parenthood. It wasn't long.
I need a hug.
before
No, I'm
Alyssa
good,
was
dude.
Joined by 3 younger siblings.
My
2
bad, bro.
brothers And a sister named Emma. The children grew up in a
I get in the vids and boom,
Caesar
next man.
Bustamante was
My
eventually
bad.
charged with 3 counts of assault.
What's
and
up,
was
bro,
sentenced
Cap?
to serve 3 concurrent prison terms. There was no stability
Hood videos?
for Alyssa, her brothers and sister, and they were often evicted, forcing them.
Smoke, run a poll here. I'm kind of in between. Run a poll for hood videos or finishing this out. Run a poll for hood videos or this.
Constantly pack up and move.
Dude, run a
Michelle's
poll.
parents
Run a poll for GTA, hood video, this, or Fortnite. Run 4. Run those 4, Smoke, and leave it on for 10 minutes. 5 minutes.
Karen and Gary Brooke stepped in to help take care of the children. However, they soon found that many of their efforts, such as sending food to the family and visiting, were all in vain. Eventually, they realized that there was only one.
You're not going to say anything in this room that's going to catch us off guard. Okay? We need you to be honest. Just be honest. If you know something, say it. Okay?
Toby is making a serious error here by involving herself in the questioning. She is a juvenile officer, and in taking this role, she's supposed to be acting as Alyssa's advocate, not as an interrogator. She is limited to observing the interrogation and protecting Alyssa's rights. She is crossing the line here, and due to this mistake, the confession was later ruled inadmissible in court, citing deceptive tactics being used to draw a confession out of Alyssa.
This happened?
Just say it. You know something. Okay. You need to tell us the truth. You need to tell us what happened. If this was an accident, that's fine, but we need the truth.
With Rice saying it's fine if it, meaning the death of Elizabeth, was an accident. This is the minimization part of the Reed technique that's been used throughout this entire interrogation. Minimization is an interrogator's attempt to decrease
How
a
about
suspect's
this? If I
resistance
go
to
on
confessing
GTA
by
RP,
downplaying the
if I go on GTA RP, part of you voting for GTA RP, if I go on it right now because of this poll and I go down viewers at all, I will never play the game ever again. And that's on my life. And on Jesus Christ, I will never play the game ever again. So vote carefully. I'll get on it. But if I go down viewers, which means you voted and you left, then I will never play the game ever again. And there will be no point of ever asking again. I will uninstall it and it'll be the end of an era. That's about it. On God Almighty, if I somehow go down, if I go on SSB, I'll never play the game ever again, because then it's like, what am I doing this for? Why would I put in more effort to get less results? That'll never happen. Okay. How am I weird for saying that, Harm Money?
seriousness of the crime. We can tell Alyssa is teetering on the precipice of confessing, toying with the idea. Cornered by two questioners, she tightly compresses her lips as she builds the courage to confess.
Oh, Fortnite's making its comeback in the video. Fortnite's making a comeback. Look at the addicts. Look at the Fortniters. It's not over yet. There's still time on the poll. Oh, no.
All I'm asking for is the truth.
I don't know what's in the hurry. I don't know the truth.
Dude, some of them only just want to see Fortnite no matter what, dude. Laser with the sub with the Javante. Red Dragons with the follow.
The lip pool is a micro expression that signals intense
I'm going to be playing with him. That's not necessarily how it works.
In sports, players will often exhibit the lip pool after a loss. They are resistantly admitting defeat. Alyssa exhibits the lip pool here.
What do I
this
play?
May speak to Alyssa's mindset. Is this remorse or regret? Or is it defeat?
I play Aaron the Addict.
The interrogator will now begin to reiterate the accident theory. And at this point, I think Alyssa's grandmother is losing her mind in a very quiet and composed way.
If this was an accident, that's fine. We can deal with that. But I have to know what happened. I have to know what the truth is. I have to know how this happened. And the most important thing is
Bot the poll Fortnite. I don't know how they want it. They love Fortnite, dude. I don't understand it, dude. I know my Fortnite content is funny though. I do.
You would want closure. This family needs closure. Okay? Let's start at the beginning. Is this something that was planned out, or was this just an accident?
Dave,
What was an accident? Okay.
Interrogators often offer a chance for suspects to admit that the crime was an accident, even if all evidence suggests otherwise. This is a method for interrogators to get a foot in the door. The suspect admits to the crime, thinking they will be perceived as being less culpable, a form of minimization. It's telling that there was a pause between the words.
Damn, that
"it"
one
and
guy in the
"was."
last crime got the death penalty. What an
She's
idiot.
quickly thinking about her options and whether she can lie her way out of this situation.
Well, this is a starting point.
All the other ones got life? Oh my God.
Why don't we start with what happened? Did you get home from school at 3:30? I did. You got home at 3:30? Mm-hmm. And then what
Vote
happened?
Fortnite? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really feel like playing Fortnite, dude. It's too much, bro. It's too much Fortnite, bro. It just is.
Is it there? Yeah. Was there in the board?
Swanton, the dummies. Dude, my collarbone's still fucked up.
Was she alone?
That shit need another day. That's another problem.
Yeah.
W bless, thanks to follow. I don't know why they want to see me play Fortnite every day only. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We decided to go hang out. It was a nice day.
Do what I want to do. I know Amazing Flyer. I just wanted to get a pulse.
Russian? Take your time.
I got them addicted to rages.
We're just touching.
No, I understand the trolling content is good, dude, but I'm just saying, dude, just every day, bro, like, come on, bro.
She died.
She died.
I didn't know what to do.
It's a 15-year-old that did this.
Alyssa struggles to inhale. Her windpipe is constricting, which indicates the presence of severe stress. This biological marker of stress suggests Alyssa is legitimately affected. It could likewise be that Alyssa is effectively, intentionally activating a stress response for the sake of believability.
So, I burned her body.
Alyssa goes from sobbing to attempting to pull herself together. She abruptly and flatly states the burnt Elizabeth's body. The time it took her to pull herself together is probably how long it took for her to come up with that lie. In reality, she didn't burn Elizabeth, as we'll soon find out what Alyssa actually did to her.
Who helped you?
Rice asks another assumptive question. When interrogators assume answers, suspects with answers are more likely to share them.
We're out in the forest. I still did it 5 minutes. Creek bed. At the creek bed? Yes. How did you burn her? Just a bunch of wood. Started a fire. Then burned her body.
The only reason it seems she said she burned the body without knowing how difficult it is to actually burn a body is because burning would presumably get rid of evidence and the body of the missing girl everyone is looking for.
Why did you dig that hole? Was that for her?
Which one's Albie?
When did you dig that?
This one's too long. Is there a better one?
You dug it ahead of time, didn't you? I've done that hole, I would say. Before you played.
GTA RP1.
First, she states she dug the hole the day of the murder to continue pushing the narrative that it was all just an accident. Then she slips up without even...
Alright, I'll get on GTA. Dude, I don't know how to make everyone happy. I just can't do it. It's just hard to do. It's impossible to do. And also some days I don't feel like playing Fortnite. Hey, what? What's that? Damn. What the fuck? Already played it once. Yo, what the fuck? 22,000 bits, dude? What the mother of fucking God? Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. God damn, man. Holy fuck, Vernon. You got it like that, my man? Jesus Christ. Let's get some hype in the chat for my man Vernon. And then I got some bitch on my Twitter comments. I thought the Chicago streams were gonna be good. Every single one has been good. Like saying that they aren't funny or they're not good. Like, come on, what is this guy on my Twitter, dude? Why do I draw guys like this? I actually baited him. I complimented him and I acted like I was gonna do something nice. I asked for his Twitch and then I'm gonna ban him in here. All right, 1 second. Thank you, man. Thank you, Vernon. I appreciate you. One second, I'm changing my title, dude. Fuck GTA. Fuck Fortnite. Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck everything. Fuck the world. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, type the Discord. Type explanation Discord. There it is right there. $200-minute intro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. It's your way, dude. It's your way, pussy. I don't even know how we're gonna do this. All right, let's go. And then we complain about this. Complain about this, complain about that, complain about this, complain about that. Holy fuck, dude. Jesus, I gotta take a piss. How do you make everyone happy, dude? Like, what do you want to see, bro? The fuck am I saying? What the fuck are you saying? Goodbye forever. Like what? Hello, you're right, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. You're right, dude. I don't know how, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing. Me typoing a couple times equaling I don't know what I'm doing. How do I draw the worst of the worst, dude? May your depression never leave your veins. Holy fuck. Here comes a bitch ass dude trying to match my energy. Fuck you! The fuck you talking to? Can I tell you what's disheartening, guys? Chat, can I tell you guys what's fucking disheartening? What's disheartening is like, you know what I'm capable of content-wise. You know some days I try a little harder than others. Some days I do other content than others. Right? But to like just inherently act like you're jumping ship or you have forgotten what I'm capable of or like what's going on. That shit does low-key like actually bother me. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of does.